this shit. Got my fucking stomach in, never eat a fucking again. Better pray for all my sin, I don't feel no pain again. Fucking quit, got my fucking stomach in, I don't need a fucking again. Suffer now for all my sin, never feel no pain again. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. Again, never eat a fucking
Waking up like I ain't broke. All I need's a fucking smoke. While I fucking walk, drink another fucking coke. Food just make me wanna choke. Got my stomach all like smoke. No, that's not a fucking joke. Clear my plate, I'd rather croak. Extra shit like a bad plot. Mentally, all I do is rot. Feels like I've been fucking shot. Fuck this level when they set my lot. Why so fat? Why so fat? You so ugly, got no tats. Why so fat? Why so fat?
Now you fit just like a mat. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing.
Feel so nauseous, I can't eat. All I want's a fucking sleep. Caught it out, that's not a leap. I won't, so I'd rather weep. Fuck this shit, I don't know why. Makes me wanna fucking die. All I do is fucking cry. You won't see me eye to eye. I ain't hungry, eat no steak. Want no bake for your cake. Fuck them bitches, they all fake.
They just judge them on a snake. Bile in my throat when I see a fucking note. I don't want to fucking choke. All I need's an antidote. When I die, so she wrote. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing. If I'm what I eat, then I must be nothing.
Every time, yo. Every fucking time. Okay, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Late Night Heathens with Jae Darké, Chess, Animancer, and our special guest tonight, Chelsea. What it do, yo? You're the special guest. All the pressure is on you. You have to be entertaining, you know?
Yeah,
you
come on, Chelsea. Start juggling. Start juggling.
Yeah,
Not even on camera.
All right.
Juggling,
Whatever.
guys, for real. It's
Awesome.
real.
We're really happy to have you. It's great to have you on here finally. I know this stream has been postponed a little bit, but something tells me it's gonna be worth it because I know Chess put a lot of work into it, and she has a lot of stuff planned. Yes, yes, we're joined by Chelsea the Good Bean.
Yes, that is me, Queen Bean.
A lot of work I did like 2 weeks ago, and I kept like postponing because stupid things like Mother's Day.
Yeah, dude, stupid fucking Mother's Day. Why is that even a thing, yo?
Well, let's get this, I guess, rolling. I don't know. Do you want to do a little bit of banter?
Banter?
Oh!
Yeah, dude. What's up?
Oh, I forgot. I did want to just talk about this for 2 seconds. I got an ad in the mail for a funeral home.
What? I guess a lot of people are dying right now, so.
I was like looking at that. I was like looking at it, like, are they like trying to be up on it and be like, hey, if anyone's died from corona on your virus, well, we'll be happy to help you.
Yeah, it's a little insensitive, dude. What if someone did die and who needs that fucking reminder, dude? Or what if someone's worried their family member might die? I don't know, dude. Personally, I hate any business that goes around soliciting like that. Like, oh, come check out my business. Come, oh, you need your windows repaired? Come to our business. You need a fucking funeral? You need to sell your house? Can't hear y'all. What? Dead air time? What?
Oh, fuck YouTube! Fuck YouTube! Fuck YouTube! Fuck YouTube! I fucking hate this shit, dude!
No.
What's going on?
That doesn't even make sense. I hate any
That's
business
bullshit.
that goes. No, see, I hear us. No, that's bullshit.
Keon,
Okay.
did you mute it?
I spurt out for nothing.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's just Hyun, dude. I think it's just Hyun.
I hear them.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Hyun,
Don't fuck with us, Hyun.
Hyun is on mute, dude.
Maybe Han muted it because he was on the stream last, and that's probably why.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's a good theory.
I don't know.
That's a good theory.
Figure your shit out, Hyun. Don't fuck up our stream.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
Ruining our perfectly good banter.
I know.
Yeah.
But no, dude, I hate that. I hate a business, dude. At my grandmother's house, she gets fucking calls all the time of like, do you need your ducts cleaned? Do you need your do you need to sell your house? I'm like, motherfucker, none of those things. Like, if I'm in the market for something, I'll go search it out myself. I don't need someone coming to me and being like, hey, do you happen to need this service? Like, if I did, I wouldn't take it from the fucking idiot that's coming and pushing it in my fucking face. Okay? I'm gonna go to someone reputable.
Are you completely against advertising?
No, I'm just against people like going door to door or calling people and being like
Okay.
oh, do you want our service? Like, advertise to me in a way that's non-intrusive. Don't come to my fucking house and don't give me a fucking phone call with some presumptuous bullshit like as if I'm in the market for your service, because how do you know that I am? Fuck you, dude.
Can I ask you a question? How do you feel about like phone banking for politicians then? Like,
I think that's a little different.
Well, like, okay, here's the difference. Let me say, this is
Still annoying.
Like,
It is.
For example, some guy was harassing my mother to sell her house, and they went as far to find my phone number and harass me.
Yeah, dude, like, that's fucking insane. Dude,
The fuck?
my grandmother had the same real estate agent for like 20 years. Still, this real estate agent still comes around and is like, hey, you selling your house yet? You selling your house yet? It's like, no. Like, god damn it. Like, and if I was, I would go to anyone but you. Like, I don't need someone coming in my face and being like, sell your house now, you know? Get out of here, dude.
Why do they want her house so bad?
I don't know, dude.
Is it like a super nice house?
It's not that nice.
But it's a good
What the
area. I would
It's a
probably
decent
say.
neighborhood, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably in a decent
Okay.
area. That'd be like, it would be worth something.
Debate non-vote. No, me and Animancer are gonna talk about that on a future stream. We're gonna
we'll do that on a future stream.
because that would take it. If we talked about that now, that would take up the entire stream.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Especially since I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So, okay, to get this kind of started, this all started because I got bored one day and I decided to do a poll on Twitter, and I was like, I'm going to list a couple mythical creatures. And I was shocked because fairies tied with vampires. And yet, like, if you look at media, you see, like, constant sexy vampires everywhere. How often do you find a sexy fairy?
I think the idea of a fairy is a bit more vague, though. So maybe that's why it's seen as on par.
I'll be honest, there's not enough lore about fairies, but I've seen some cool lore about fairies, where fairies are not like, you know, like Tinkerbell, like lame fucking gay
Exactly.
shit. Where fairies
That's what
are
I
like
mean.
fucking savage fucking warrior, savage warrior race that fucks with people. You know?
Sure, and there's all different types of interpretations of vampires too, but I feel like there's more consistent things that you can say about like almost all vampires compared to like fairies. Like, oh, they not even all of them have fucking wings. Like that's the first thing that came to mind for me.
Really?
But you know,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they don't all have wings.
So,
What?
like,
I didn't know that.
it's weird because it's like it's what you define in that area, because then there's the fae, and I can find so many examples of the fae, but things seem to mix into that at that point. They're not just fairies, they're like
Exactly.
like
Honestly, fae are cooler than, you know, they're like they're like the fairies that you don't want to fuck with, dude.
Yeah, so what? Are fae close enough to fairies, or are they not, for the sake of, like, how this polling was conducted? I think that's the thing that you need to ask.
Well, I think that not enough people think about that, though.
for the poll I did, I just said fairies. I didn't put fae in there. And here I kind of did /fae, but in reality, I mean, again, like, everything I've seen with the word fae, like, silkies are considered fae. Like, technically half of the things on this list could also go into the fae genre, depending on what show and movie you watch.
The fuck is a silky?
We'll go over what a silky is once we get to mermaids.
Oh, God.
Okay.
A silky?
Never heard of that.
They're kind of cool. They're, just to kind of give a description, they're it's basically they're depicted as women normally. They are women that can turn into seals, but they have a seal skin that they keep. And if someone steals their their skin, they basically become enslaved to that person.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah,
That's pretty sexy.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, the first one, fairies, I did fairy/face. Also, I just want to point out, how often do you find a sexy male fairy?
I can't even think of one.
You need to read some of the books I read, dude.
Like, that was the closest. If you guys can see the image, that's the closest I could get, was that guy who has like a 6-pack, but he also looks like a 12-year-old boy.
I don't think that guy's sexy. I just want to make that clear. I don't think that guy's sexy.
Nah, dude.
That's the closest I could get.
Dude. The book series I read has a sexy male bisexual fucking fairy, who's like, dude. It's true. Like, there's not enough fucking good lore about these, dude. There's just not.
What book is this?
There's a book. Now, okay, I know some people might fucking... I'm gonna bring it up anyway, because I know some people don't like this series because they've seen the movie or whatever. The movie was kind of shit, the Netflix series was shit, but there's a book series called The Mortal Instruments, and it's become an overarching series called Shadowhunters, because there's a number of book series in it. But in this series, there's a group of fairies, and they're basically a race of malevolent beings that can't lie. They're like a warrior race, and they live in their own world where time moves differently, and they fuck with people. They like to. Yeah. Well, they literally rape people, dude.
That's a weird thing, because like in the same in a different book series I'm reading, it also has that where they cannot lie. But when I went to do research on them, there was nothing I could find on that says they cannot lie. Like,
I think maybe that's more of a new or something that's cropped back up more recently. But I like that depiction of them. I honestly do. I think it's fucking hot, dude. I'd fuck a fairy. By the way, I just want to let everyone know I'm already coming down on the yes, I would fuck a fairy. 100%, dude.
Damn, dude.
Multiple fairies.
There's not much I wouldn't fuck. Just spoiler alert, but.
Dude, what about the fairies from Zelda? Would you fuck Navi?
No, but I'd fuck the Great Fairy.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's a bit more understandable.
I did not think this was gonna be this small on the screen. Whatever. Okay, so I thought this was kind of interesting. So looking at historical old lore of fairies, apparently fairies in Christianity were one of two things. They were A, just a demon, or B, they were demoted angels. And when
kind of makes sense.
Yeah, looking up demoted angels, they're not bad enough for hell, but they're not good enough for heaven. So they're just this in between people that stay on Earth.
Fucking centrists.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they're the centrists. They're like the people that just don't want to or they just don't want to get involved, which I don't blame them at that
Damn.
point. And
no, actually, that's the right position to take, in my opinion.
The Celtics believe them to be gods or goddesses, depending on what you had. And, so, just to give up a depiction, that link I have is, this old story of just... Fairies are, for some reason, always depicted smaller, 2 inches tall.
Yeah.
Or a little bigger, maybe a foot. But this story depicts this fairy queen where this guy kept bringing his sheep to pasture. I believe they were sheep. And they, it kept pissing off the queen. And she's so she decides to torment this guy, in which she can shapeshift into, this lion, dragon, majig thing, and, terrorizes him. Until,
what the fuck?
Yeah, in the hopes that he leaves. She doesn't kill him, though. That's, the interesting thing, is, they don't kill. She terrorized him until this guy with a flute shows up, and they make a deal, and he starts playing a song, and the fairies like him.
Oh, you don't make a deal with a fairy.
Oh, no, he made a deal with the sheep herder. Yeah, no.
Sheep herder or sheep hoarder?
Oh my god. We were watching South Park the other night. So...
Oh.
Yeah. And they, what was it? They finally just ended up, she tried to scare him, and for whatever reason, she could not scare him, and they end up coming to agreement, and the pasture was allowed, or the sheeper guy could actually have his sheep pasteurized there from there on. And it was just like a weird story, but they're never depicted into the point where they would commit murder, which I find to be interesting.
Just kind of an inconvenience, I guess.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
I mean, they'll play tricks, but they don't commit murder. Like, I think that's a big deal, because the other ones we'll talk about could kill you. If they so, like, they're depicted to kill you.
Cool.
So, on a serious note, how many people jacked off to Tinkerbell?
Oh, dude, all the time. Well, as soon as I found this
um,
picture.
Oh my fucking god, man.
I hope doesn't get us flagged, but...
I mean, there's no nudity. It's all covered, technically.
Yeah, no, I want to use this. I want to use this as an opportunity to bring something up. Okay, I got a stream randomly taken down for no reason. I didn't get a copyright strike or anything. I just streamed like 2 days ago, and all I did was fucking rant about that movie Scoob. So the day after that, I did a fucking thumbnail that was literally cropped porn, and that didn't get taken down. That didn't get fucking taken down, but me yelling about a fucking Scooby-Doo movie got me fucking taken down on YouTube. What the fuck is going on with this world, man? I just want to state that. That was terrible, man.
It's fine, dude.
All right.
If we have to,
we should be
censor
fine
it later.
We should be fine.
And that's the other thing, like, every movie I could think of, they don't really sexualize fairies that much. Like,
Well, they should.
they should. No, I agree.
They should.
And the other thing I thought was interesting is every time there's no solo fairy. Like, there's fairy tales, but for fairies in general, like even Jay's book, even the book, because I even quote a book in here, the one I'm reading, which is the Alpha and Omega series. They're not just depicted with just fairies. They're depicted with like werewolves and vampires, and
they're always just like an afterthought. It's like, here's werewolves, vampires, warlocks, and fairies too.
Dude, I can think of one example where the fairies are the main fucking draw of a movie, and it's not a good example. Yeah, Fern Gully.
I haven't seen
Fern
that,
Gully.
Fern Gully.
You've never heard of Fern Gully before?
No.
Oh my
But
god.
the main characters are fairies in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beneath me, slam up above.
Wait. Is that the one with the
love
fruit
my
bats?
hot,
Damn,
toxic
dude.
love.
That was amazing.
What
That
up,
was amazing.
TJ?
Oh,
Wow.
I thought that was Animancer for a second. I'm like, oh, that's TJ.
What? Dude, my voice does not go that deep. My voice does not go that deep.
Yeah, I know. I was like, damn, dude, Animancer's been keeping shit secret, dude. I had no
I
idea.
can't believe you guys didn't realize that until after he already finished. Okay.
Wow. I just wanted to ask, is the Fern Gully the one with like the tree and the fruit bat?
Yeah, it's like a environmentalist message. It's really disturbing.
I
It's a bad
remember
movie.
that one. I mean, that chick was kind of hot-ish. I mean, they did try to make
Well,
her
wait. I mean, I don't know about it. Was very poorly animated in my opinion, but yeah, I mean,
I
it
don't
wasn't a
see her as
terrible looking,
hot.
it wasn't a terrible looking
song-
character.
That song was from that movie
Oh god, I don't.
that he just sung. It was Tim Curry actually.
Oh
was
yeah, that was
like
Tim
jazz.
Curry.
He was like a big green fart in the movie.
He was
Yeah.
black.
He was black. I remember him
black.
as green.
There's a pretty cool scene at the end where he like turns this giant flaming skeleton covered in oil.
I don't
Hot.
I remember being so young, like, I don't even remember the movie. I just remember I played it on repeat when I was like 3 or 4.
Man, I didn't want to start a conversation about Fern Gully. Okay, can we just abort this? Can we just...
You totally did.
I know. It's my fault.
I
Okay.
haven't even seen this movie, so I don't even know what's up, yeah. I just know
All
Tim
right.
Curry is pretty awesome.
So, this is where I am having your guys' help. So, what is a positive for fucking a fairy? I can put one as shape-shifting.
Whoa.
Oh, I didn't know they could do that.
Yeah, like, this is with the fairy
Yeah,
queen,
they-
like, they can transform and change at will.
Yeah, a lot of them can change their, like, physical appearances, like, you know, eye color, hair, shit like that, or facial features. That dude,
maybe-
that right there is what makes them fucking ideal. Dude, like you can fuck whatever you
Sorry.
want, dude. You can fuck literally whatever you want. You can be like, turn into this.
It's like a ditto, dude. It's like
Yeah,
a
dude.
fucking ditto.
It's like fucking a ditto. Yeah, dude.
I don't know. They can fly. Why not? If we're gonna add Tinkerbell's powers, you can fly.
I mean, I don't know what. Well, I guess that would have an advantage. Like, imagine like you're fucking someone. Like, dude, imagine if they're like strong enough to lift you and they're like fucking you while they're flying like in the air. Like, you know,
You've thought a lot
from
about this,
someone,
Jay, haven't you?
Or they're like, oh yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
Fly fucking. That's what I want to do. I want to fly fuck a fairy, dude.
All right, dude, this is awesome. This is already an amazing stream, in my opinion.
I agree. So, like, are we gonna address the size thing?
Yeah.
Doesn't that make fucking a little weird?
Well, I'm not talking about a tiny fairy. I'm talking about a big fairy.
So, like, this is the thing. Okay, old lore, they
Oh.
do have them as tiny. More current lore, they have them a little bigger, so they're fuckable. But, like, I kid you not, because someone did ask.
Usually
that,
human sized.
Yeah.
Or
like,
they can shape.
So, one of the things someone did ask that, and I did send a link in that, like, questionnaire, because there was this 3D animation of, like, a small fairy getting fucked. And of course, it like it completely impaled her and made her look completely bloated.
Damn. But nah, dude, if they can shapeshift, that means they can become bigger too. So that's not a problem. That probably goes for that dick as well, dude. If it's got a dick, or if
Wow.
if it's a female fairy too, right? If it can change its appearance, you can be like, I want you to have a dick now. You know, I want you to fuck me real hard with that dick tonight. You know, or maybe like I want you to sprout a pair of wings, you know, and a dick, and like carry me up into the sky, and like, and then like basically like fuck me as like a cannonball me down into the ground
He has
as
thought
you're
a lot
fucking.
about this.
Jay, man,
Be right
dude.
back.
I want it to like fuck me so hard that I like come crashing into the ground and die or some shit. Like that's how fucking hard I want to do. But they'd be able to protect me with like the fairy powers, I guess, so I don't die. They have those.
Okay. Okay.
I don't.
Dude, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be honest with you, Jay. For like 5 seconds, I just kind of like I was really stoned and I zoned out. So then I was like, "What the fuck's going on here, man? What's he talking about, man? What's he talking about? Fucking cannonball sex? Sex with a cannonball? What the fuck's going on here, man? I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
So yeah. Do you guys want to add the not able to lie as a positive or a negative?
I don't know, man.
It could be both, honestly. Put it under both.
Yeah, fuck the,
I don't
yeah,
have
fuck
one
the
for...
truth.
Ah,
Fuck the truth.
that one.
Uh,
Okay. We'll just do...
Vampire.
Yeah, we're going to talk about, as I said, 10 different things. Okay, so can't...
The other thing is they're not really trustworthy, even though they
They're
can't.
not. Like, I was about to say, do you think you would get an STD
See-
from a fairy?
Here's the thing, because they can't lie,
Yeah.
but they're also not trustworthy. Because everything they tell you is like some kind of like backwards ass like twisted truth.
Yeah,
So-
they can just weasel their way around the truth. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
that's the type of thing that probably do.
So yeah, as I said, my theory is I think you would get an STD from a fairy. If we're gonna be honest, you're gonna get an STD.
Why?
I don't
No, you won't get a legit. You'd get like a mythical STD. Like you'd get some kind of disease where every time you sneeze, you get like giant purple polka dots growing on your body that eventually turn into like
fairy
boils.
AIDS, dude. Fairy AIDS, man. You get
Fairy
fairy.
AIDS. Yeah,
like
dude.
again, it would be more special than the clap. I don't know. I'm just gonna put STD. There's no fact in this. There's nothing I want to write about
We
this. But I feel like you would get one.
Oh, I
Fairies.
feel like we missed something with the fairies.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something we missed here. So, like, sex with more than one fairy. Okay, so like,
Oh my god.
like
Yeah.
little fairies, like the little ones. That's what I'm thinking.
Fairy
like,
gangbang.
There's like a fairy like on one nipple and like a fairy on the other nipple.
Oh
and
my
other
God.
fairies like your ass or something. Like,
Yeah, I didn't think of it from that angle, dude.
dude,
Imagine you got like 2 or 3 fairies like hugging on your dick.
yeah, just going all over you, like
now
just
Jay's
flying
gonna think
around.
now Jay's gonna think about this for fucking hours on end.
Yeah,
Man.
dude. You got a couple fairies.
Everyone should.
You got a fairy or 2 crawling up your ass.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
add like.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah, and then one hits me like a cannonball, dude. Yeah, dude.
Maybe I got like 7 or 8 picking me up, and so I'm floating the whole time too, like, you know.
I don't know
That's really important to him.
I don't know why, dude. Cause flying, dude. Who doesn't want to fly? Come on.
I was absolutely
Do, but
positive.
and fucking.
Well, yeah. I
Only
mean,
if it's accompanied by R. Kelly's, I believe I could.
Oh my god.
yeah, dude.
I was convinced I was going to go into this episode, and I'm like, I'm going to be the biggest pervert on this episode by far. Nope.
No.
Nope.
I'm
Not even
trying,
close.
yo.
Are you
I'm trying.
serious? You really thought that?
Not really. Nah, not really. I guess not.
I'm doing my best, yo.
I don't know what I want to really. Okay, I'm gonna go with gangbang. I don't think there's really anything else we want to add into this.
Mini fairy gang.
I'm sorry, I just had to add that. Like we were missing that.
No, you're good. That works. That works. I can't.
Thank you.
A tiny fairy bang gang, dude. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I can add a negative because this happened in True Blood. I don't know if anyone watched True Blood this far, but they will get knocked up and leave you with the baby.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like a vampire baby?
Like, no. So, like, what's gonna happen is, like, in that, what ended up happening was a fairy ended up fucking this guy. He thought it was a dream. She comes back, like, 3 months later, fully pregnant, and gives him, like, 6 childs, and then bounces.
Yeah, something similar.
I could make a joke about that, but I
True
don't want
Blood
to
was
like,
a
taken off
vampire
YouTube,
show.
man.
Something a little similar to that happens in Shadowhunters too. There's like a dude that's like kidnapped and he put under a spell, so like he keeps fucking this fairy forever, and then he ends up like bearing her 2 children, and then they end up just getting stuck with the kids.
Just to let you know, True Blood had fairies in it along with witches and shifters, and it's like one of the shows that said, like, it has everything. It doesn't just have fairies, it has vampires and so much more.
Yeah, dude.
What is it? Let's
get on to vampires. I want to talk about how much I want to fuck vampires.
Oh yeah, because he's obsessed with those too.
Yeah, vampires are real sexy.
Drink my blood.
Baby. Okay. Just so I can say we put that in there.
Blood, sexy.
I can't say. Okay. So where's the full scene? Vampires.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I was
Indeed.
shocked at this. When I put in sexy male vampires, I couldn't really find, like, besides Twilight,
That's
I
a
was
shame.
really disappointed.
That's a shame, yo, because like Twilight is not a great representation for.
It's
for
really
vampires.
not.
And that's coming from someone who actually grew up liking Twilight for some fucking reason.
I
So,
did too. I read that shit like super early, like
well, I think
years before the fucking movie came out.
I think the only reason I really liked it was because it was my first exposure to vampires, and I was like, "Ooh, vampires! This is cool."
See, and
And
like,
now I'm like, "God damn it! That shit's it's literally the worst depiction of vampires I've seen yet." But
It's very vanilla for vampires.
I was
it's also very vanilla sexually.
I was telling him about, like, the ones I grew up was Interview with a Vampire and Queen of the Dam, which, at least,
They're a lot different.
yeah, they're way different.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
Yeah, like
I was
that
one of
movie.
those edgelords who always hated Twilight, honestly. I was like, oh, Twilight, fuck that.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
I was
always
a
had a sour, like, look at it.
I was a Twilight apologist for way too long. I'll admit that.
Aw, Jay.
I'm ashamed.
Jay.
I didn't know any better.
I like-
Okay.
All right.
I
all
didn't
right, then.
fucking
the
know.
first movie.
It's all right.
First movie totally ruined it for me. Like as soon as I saw, and I was probably like 13 maybe when I saw that first movie, and even then I was like, "Oh my god, this was terrible. What the fuck is this?"
I was in middle school when that book was really popular, and I saw everybody fucking reading that shit. I was like, what the fuck's this fucking Apple book all about?
it was
The
obsessed with,
Apple
like,
book.
in high school, like, everyone was talking about it, and I could not for the life of it. My mom bought me the book, and I'm like, I still can't get into this. I read like the True Blood, those book series. Like I read 3 of those before I even touched that shit, and I couldn't even get myself to do it. Oh, okay. So one of the first depictions of, I guess, what we considered the vampire was Heathens, goddess of witchcraft, magic, and the moon. She was famous for being really beautiful. She would sleep with men and then drink their blood and kill them.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
Cool.
Hot.
Yeah!
That's fucking sexy.
At least she lets you guys come and then she kills you, though.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal. You know, hey, maybe she might make some incels die happy. You know.
Dude, that brings that whole after nut regret to a whole new level, man.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm talking about.
After nut, yeah, dude.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever had that.
Maybe
because you're a woman.
Yeah, maybe it's a
dude
male thing. Yeah.
It is a dude thing. It's legit.
I don't know.
It's a dude thing. It's a dude thing.
It happens.
Does TJ have the after nut regret?
After nut
Oh.
regret. No, dude.
Did you used to have it, TJ? Like when you were younger? No.
Damn, dude.
Oh.
Maybe it just depends on how you're raised.
That's fucking.
You know?
That's
I feel like
That's
TJ's
based,
whole
dude.
room is just covered in cum when he was a kid.
Dude, even the ceilings, dude. Even the fucking ceilings are plastered in it. Awesome.
Oh my god. No, so for vampires, I will be honest about this. I could not find, like, there are so many versions of vampires everywhere. Fucking everywhere. And Hakeem was probably the first one I could find, but there's like ones like Oswald had vampires that would turn into a beautiful woman in the night and have wings and would drink her blood. There were some that were specifically oriented to babies. They wanted to eat babies and were hideous. Like it just kept changing and changing. And
Wow, Jesus.
Some like had like were completely like animal like and had like the wolf of like a head of a lion, and they would drink blood and eat babies. Once again, it was just like, it was interesting when I did research on these.
I think that vampires might have the most variation of nearly any fucking fictional like creature out there. I think that they're at least one of the most diverse when it comes to how people depict them. Even though there's a lot of commonalities, like I said, there's also like a lot of like some of them can't even go through running water. Like how fucking stupid is that? I don't know what else to say, but
Oh yeah.
there's a lot of weird depictions of them.
So I thought this was hilarious. And I just wanted to add this in here because I thought it was funny. It was specifically Romania. This is all the ways that you can become a vampire after you die. So,
Sweet.
So one was born with a cow, you had an extra nipple, or a tail, or had a lot of extra hair and you're birthing.
Okay.
This one was called...
Means you'll be a vampire?
Yeah, like this is insane. Like all these would cause you to become a vampire when you died. The other one was you were the 7th child in your family and your previous sibling was the same sex. So, yeah.
Seems like there's an agenda behind this or something.
If the child was born too early, it was going to become a vampire. If a black cat crossed the pregnant woman, it was going to be a vampire.
Okay.
A child born out of wedlock was going to be a vampire. Die an unnatural death before baptized, you become a vampire. Just in general, if you were born with red hair and blue eyes, you'll become a vampire.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Okay.
That's such a cool combo.
If a pregnant woman did not eat salt at all during her pregnancy. And the last one is if she got looked upon by a vampire or a witch while she was pregnant.
No salt. No salt.
Damn, dude. It just seems like everyone should be vampires. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
the vast majority of people.
yeah.
I mean,
I've got a question. It's an important question. Is if you want to fuck a vampire, is that necrophilia?
I mean, we're gonna be touching on zombies later too.
You know
So
what?
why
Oh,
not?
okay.
Yes.
Well, all right. We'll
If-
get there when we cross that road. Okay.
If fucking a vampire is necrophilia, then slap a pair of cuffs on me right now, yeah?
no shit, man. Fuck. All right. That's our answer.
I mean, also, at what point do you say this? Because vampires are always depicted as immortal. Like, is it considered a little pedophilic if you're going after like a 17-year-old
Well,
and you're like 200?
Yeah, dude, that's actually a good point. So, series like,
That is in Twilight.
yeah, Twilight, Vampire Diaries, all these vampires are fucking pedophiles, okay? Edward is a fucking
Whoa.
I know it's and
Whoa.
even, dude, even like Christians view this as like, oh, it's such a good pure story, and see, they waited till marriage until they fucked. Okay, he's still like 100 years older than her, and meets her when
Dude,
she's
Edward is about
17.
to get canceled, dude. He's about to get fucking canceled live on this stream right here, right now.
Yeah, dude. It's
Edward
fucking
is
true
over
though.
party,
It's
man.
true though, dude. It's true. He's a fucking. I don't know how they get over that. It's just like, oh well, it's fine because they're immortal. That would make it worse, wouldn't it? Like, you've lived more than a normal human's lifetime. You're older than anything, dude. You're older than a 95-year-old who we look at for being creepy
Oh my god.
with a fucking 17-year-old, dude. So yeah, it's
I totally thought about that.
hashtag cancel
surprised that-
Edward.
I'm surprised that you said that Christians where you were said that was a pure story because
Oh, they-
it was not okay.
Oh,
like
some
where
did.
I was.
Well, sure. My mother
Just
actually
'cause
likes
it's
Twilight.
Vampires.
Oh yeah, see, my
Oh,
mother
okay.
didn't let me watch anything vampire related, but for some reason, my mother actually likes Twilight. I don't know why.
What's Christian
Maybe
about Twilight, man?
'Cause she knows
What's
the
Christian
author-
about Twilight?
because the
Nothing.
author is a Christian. The author is a Christian,
Oh, yeah.
and she wrote it.
That's a fucking cop out,
Okay,
dude.
No,
You
it's
can't
not,
just-
dude.
No, let me-
Christians have huge confirmation bias. If you tell them it's written by a Christian, they'll like it.
So the reason why it is because that woman did zero research on vampires prior to writing it, and that's why they had to wait until they got married to fuck, and that's why the fuck scenes are apparently very dull and
Oh my
boring.
god, they were awkward, dude. The sex scenes in the book and the movie are just so awkward. Like, there are sex scenes in books where it's like, yeah, this is kind of hot. Nothing about those sex scenes are hot. It feels like it's written by a total fucking prude, and it's like it feels like you're having like a conversation about sex with your parents. That's the kind of like it just gives you this awkward feeling. It's like, what is this, dude? It was so bad. So yeah, that's why I say that. But anyway.
Then he stuck his tallywhacker in her hoo-hoo.
That's exactly what it says in Twilight, the third one. They finally
I think that was a
fuck.
bit more.
No, the
I
fourth
think that was a
one,
bit
dude.
better written, to be fair. But yeah.
So, if you guys are ready for this, I have a very cringy video of a guy who claims to be a real vampire today. And I've seen other videos
Okay.
of this dude who's like, he, for whatever reason, has a low body fat and is somehow extra strong and has good sense of smell. Therefore, he's the legitimate vampire. And it's very cringy. That's loud.
Oh
This
shit,
is Don.
Sorry.
Holy crap!
man! What the fuck?
I
Alright,
don't know who has an intro like that. Are you guys good? Is that better?
dude, that was the work of the fucking devil if I've ever fucking seen it before. Jesus Christ!
Okay.
Get your point across. Jesus, who has an intro like that? Alright, whatever. Let's go.
Okay, let's watch the cringiness. Also, Jay went to go take a smoke.
You guys can still
I
hear me though.
consume human blood.
Dope.
There is a real live community that exists not only within the States, but also throughout the world.
According to Henry,
Cringe.
his kind do not prey
It's very
on
cringy.
innocent.
Well, these days we don't go ripping people's throats out or anything like that. We're quite mature with what we do. We keep things within doors. We don't go out, searching for victims or anything like that.
Henry
Holy
claims he
shit.
will only drink from consenting donors. But clearly, there are others who aren't so considerate. In 1985, a motorist traveling down a back road in Florida came across a young woman, handcuffed and partially clothed, barely able to walk. The victim was rushed to the local hospital, where Lieutenant Bob Lethero of the Brevard County Sheriff's Department was brought in on the case.
The doctors and the paramedics realized that she had lost a significant amount of blood and possibly could have passed away from exposure.
Just 19 years old, the girl had a terrifying story to tell.
She informed me that she was out on the roadway hitchhiking, and this gentleman picked her up. He looked very well dressed. He offered her a ride.
But once in the car, the driver overpowered her and choked her unconscious. It was then that the nightmare really began.
She woke up later on, unknown amount of time.
You think this is hot, Jay?
She was on a countertop in the kitchen. She was tied down. And
Yeah, dude.
the
I
suspect
do.
was putting a needle-
There's something
you
wrong
know
with
what?
that. There's something wrong with that, yo.
and used
Yeah,
her blood
yeah,
out
man.
into
I
a
do
big
think there's something.
But why?
He said that he was a vampire and that he drank of the blood.
The nightmare continued for hours. In between feedings, the kidnapper kept her handcuffed in the bathtub. It was through the bathroom window, still handcuffed, that she managed to escape onto the nearby road. The victim in this case got away, but others have not.
Yeah. Now,
So I'm gonna just say I don't condone this shit. Obviously, when I say vampires are hot, I'm talking about like the fantasy of vampires. You know, like fantasizing about. You know, this kind of shit.
I'm just fucking with you, dude.
O-
I'm just
obvious-
fucking with you, dude. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not.
well, like as I said, there's a bit of cringe to this because there is that actual community that's like, oh, I want to drink blood. Oh, let me like it's the same with like kind of the cutting fetish too, where people will like cut themselves. And this.
Well, what's wrong with that? I'm just.
So.
I don't see how that's the same. Is that like a sexual thing for them?
Yeah.
No? Or is it just like I need blood?
It's a bit of like, okay, so here's the problem is there's multiple things of it. There are some that like to actually hurt themselves with the blade. There's another section that likes to drink upon the blood. And then there's like another section that likes to be feed upon. Like there's a mixture of it. There's something about it that gets them off by it.
Yeah, I like both.
Ugh.
Drink my blood.
I don't like needles, so
Give me your
I
No.
don't think I'd be into this.
See, no, I that kayfabe aside, that is where it loses me because I don't want to actually like. I
Fed
don't-
upon.
Yeah. I like
What a pussy.
I like fantasizing about it, dude. Yeah.
Okay.
I am a pussy. That's the thing.
Well-
I can fantasize about a vampire, but if one was actually in front of me, I'd be like.
Please, God, no.
Like Dracula shows up and he's like, I want to suck your dick. I mean,
I'm like, turn my ass first, bitch. I want to be immortal,
Well,
dude.
Jay, you know what they say. You know what they say. Yeah. I'm not even gonna
so you
say.
go
'cause you're-
Drac, you never go back.
Oh yeah, dude. Sure. Yeah, that's what I meant.
I don't know. I just feel like if you let a vampire feed off of you, they're probably gonna go too far. You know?
See, that's the thing. Okay, and we can bat that on to like the negatives, but like there's always like in so many different depictions, they always lose control and can kill you.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's sexy, it's hot, like, but it's like at the same time you might die.
That's what makes it hot, dude.
I mean, I guess
yeah,
it.
that's what's hot about it.
Yeah.
No risk, no reward, my dude.
It's fucking true.
So
Hey, nothing pained, nothing gained.
I wanted to add a positive.
I'm of two minds about it, honestly.
Would you consider a positive being that a vampire will go down on you while you're on your period?
Oh, that I never thought about that.
Yeah, dude.
One of the only people that likes doing that. A vampire.
I mean, it's true, yeah. Yeah,
I
you
need
can have
you know-
vampires complaining about that. We're like,
I
fuck
need a
yeah,
drink.
dude.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
A drink of what? Damn, dude. I think Animancer is getting a.
No, so I guess for the most part, like, because vampires are a bit more in the, I guess, neutral sexual. Like, a female would be attracted to a male vampire, a male would be attracted to a female vampire. There always seems to be, like, both sides. Like, to me, fairies were more male to female oriented. Is that what
do you mean by that? Like,
it's just like, okay, because for at least percentage-wise, I personally, I don't think many females would go for a male fairy versus how many males would go for a female fairy.
I want both.
Okay. I don't really care what their gender is. I just want them to be tiny and like all over me.
Well, I want a fairy with giant tits and a big dick. That's what I want.
There you go, Fuda fairy.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so what other positives? So, vampires are always depicted as super strong, so I guess they could fuck you as hard as you wanted.
Or they could break you. Very easily. That's another like they could break bones, you know?
I guess
But can they break your boner?
Damn, dude, that would be the worst.
It is possible.
Okay, so going the opposite direction.
I don't want to think of that.
From all the
Yo, that, you don't want to think of,
No.
Jay. That you don't want to think
No.
of. All right.
My
Actually-
boner being broken in half? No, not really.
Here's another question, actually, for you guys. A female doesn't matter, sex vampire giving a blowjob. Do you think that'd be too risky with their teeth?
Nah, dude. Well,
And there's a lot of blood in that area.
yeah. Dude. You make some good points.
Gonna, like, bite it off.
You never know. It's true, dude. That all the blood goes right there. It's like, what if they get tempted?
It's all like pulsating and shit.
Yeah, dude. It's like they hear the
I'm gonna
blood.
pretend I didn't hear that.
They feel it rushing through your cock. It's like, yeah, all that blood. It's in my mouth right now. I could just take a bite. You know?
See, it's kind of like they probably give the best, head for women, but the worst head for men.
Yeah. That's why I'd say turn my ass first, bitch. Then you can do what you want to me. If a vampire came to me, I'd be like, motherfucker, make me a vampire, and then I'll be your fucking sex slave. I don't give a shit, dude. Do what you want to me.
The turning process was like a sexual like ritual, though.
That all the better.
You know what I mean?
I mean, okay.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
See, it's so weird because like different things have different like versions of the turning part. Like the latest book I've been reading, like it sounds like such a fucking pain in the ass. You have to be with the vampire for like 4 years before they can turn you, because you're not likely to rise from immediately. So
I figured out the solution to that whole like worrying about them biting your dick thing. Gotta do it by a window during the day with your hand on the curtains, you know? So if they bite your dick, you just gotta like rip that open real quick and like disintegrate them.
Perfect solution, dude. All right. I guess under that very specific circumstance, I would let a vampire suck my dick.
Okay.
Well, all right then. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would this could be considered a huge negative? Would you guys be so disappointed in the possibility of where you cannot have sex like ever in the daytime out in public?
Yes, because I'm doing that.
I never thought about that.
I've been doing that all day, every day anyway, and if I lose that, that's gonna be the worst. Not being able to go out in public and fuck in broad daylight.
Aw, man, that was my one thing.
Oh my god.
I thought
You can still like fuck on a busy city street at nighttime.
Yeah.
Or you could fuck under
That's
a
good
bridge.
enough.
Yeah, I mean,
Under a bridge.
Under a bridge,
you
yeah.
don't have to so careful. Like the poor vampire would have to like do shadow jumping and try not to get.
I think
That's fine.
you should save the fucking under a bridge for like trolls. Are trolls in here?
Unfortunately, no. Trolls did not make it. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Didn't
That's
make the
lame.
cut.
You guys only want to fuck lame fantasy creatures.
We're only on number 2.
Yeah, there's 10. There's
To be
better
fucking-
ones. There's better ones.
There's the trolls.
Think about all the
I want
crazy
some
shit.
troll dick.
Yeah, think about all the crazy shit you could do with a troll. They can regenerate their fucking limbs. Think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, you could chop off their arm and then put the stump in your ass and then, you know.
What the hell?
Sorry, maybe I shouldn't participate in this.
I want it.
All right.
I mean, we kind of do talk about, I guess, the cut off limbs because we do talk about cyborgs later. So.
Okay, cyborgs. All right, we'll talk about that when we get to it. All right.
I want to fuck Data.
Draw like mega dick.
So I did want to talk about this. I know we touched a little bit, but the picture on the left, the werewolf wearing.
God.
Are you kidding me? Really? You can't put that on screen.
Why not?
God.
Oh, there is pubic hair. That is illegal to depict in Louisiana.
And Japan.
Oh my.
Pubic hair.
No, it's not. It's just fur.
Yes, fur.
Pubic fur. Okay.
He's fur.
It's a furry.
It makes that distinction.
I mean, he's completely furry. It's just his fur is a little bit more grown in that area.
I mean, why
I
not?
was like, pubes.
You know what? just look at it this way. It's pubic hair all over his body. Does that make it? Does that make it a little bit easier for you? Like it's pubic hair all over. Well.
We all have pubic hair all over our bodies. If you really think about it.
No, literally no, Jay, literally no.
I'm trying to.
Oh god. So I did have to put shifters in there because there's different like tribes that believe in like werecats and werepanthers and werelions.
Yeah, the were creatures.
Yeah, the were.
It's a whole subset.
Yeah. You don't just turn into a wolf. There's apparently an array of things they can turn into that are more to that. So, mythically wise, I thought this was interesting. The first depiction that I could find of a werewolf was in Greek mythology, where a guy wanted to challenge Zeus, saying, "Hey, I don't think you're, is it omniscience, where you know everything?"
Omnipotence.
Omnipotent. Okay, there. So what he did is he killed his own son and tried to feed him to Zeus. And if people know the history of Zeus does not like cannibalism. And he got pissed at him, so he turned him into a wolf as his punishment.
Dope.
Damn.
That's not a bad
the first
punishment.
furry. We have Zeus to blame for furries. Right.
And if you look at the name, it's like his name is Lycon, which is a lot of examples of Lycan and lots of different movies.
Man, these fucking fursuiters need to start hitting up Zeus instead. Like, join his fucking worship, and then maybe they'll get turned into fucking furries, and they don't have to buy these fucking costumes instead.
So, looking at old historicals, I thought this was interesting. The full moon thing was more of a modern thing. And, it's in the 1800s, and it wasn't just turning on the full moon. Like, apparently werewolves would turn on Easter as well.
What? Easter?
Yeah, dude.
Probably because it's like a godly,
Yeah.
or something.
I mean, yeah, you gotta maybe it was a pagan related thing actually. Cause
a lot of these creatures ended up having Christian symbology shoved into them, like how vampires are weak to crosses and shit like that.
Dude, what are the Christians got to ruin everything?
Right.
Also, I believe that silver is what kills werewolves in most fucking depictions of them, and silver is considered like a godly metal, or at least a pure metal.
Right.
So that's there's a lot of influences like that.
And that's another thing, like, for those types of weaknesses, I didn't really see a lot of them. It was kind of interesting, because a lot of these were more modern day depictions of them. And, like, turning into a werewolf, like, I have one where it's, like, if you wore a wolf pelt, or if you drank water out of a paw print of that animal. Don't know how. Weird things that would turn you.
Damn. Furries would have really had. Oh, are you kidding me? I
old
couldn't even
furries.
finish my fucking sentence before they showed up. They showed their fucking faces. I guess not really, but.
I mean, I have to add the furries in there because you know what? Quite literally, the werewolf shifter is like the next thing to furries. Like,
Yeah, dude, it's the precursor.
There's nothing but.
I mean, do any of you look at this picture and like feel
Get a
any
boner.
like desire at all?
No, but
It just
you guys know
Sorry.
something, right? Once transhumanism is a thing, these people aren't gonna be walking around in fursuits anymore. They're gonna
man.
they're gonna be walking around with actual fucking fur, and yeah, it's gonna be
Dude,
it's gonna be fun.
I find furry artwork and shit to be like hot, but I don't find fursuits to be attractive at all. I find them quite the
Well,
opposite, in fact.
Hey, that's why we need to evolve past them, right?
How do you fuck? Ooh, like, I know there has to be a hole down there, but like, I don't think. How do you?
there's a hole.
How do you stay
Yeah.
hard while looking at that happy face?
For some people, it's literally what gets them off. They don't want to see people's real faces. They want to see the fursuits, and I'm not even shitting you.
It's weird.
Honestly,
Go
I
ahead,
feel
Shelby.
like what Jay was talking about, where people will actually like turn themselves into these things, will be hotter than this.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. Maybe
This
not at
reminds
first.
me of like going to like minor league baseball game and there's a fucking mascot like
Yeah, dude.
dancing and like
Yeah,
twirling
that's
a sign. Or
No, that's
something.
exactly what this
Nah.
looks like. That is what this looks like, and that's why it's not sexy, dude. It's not
Right,
sexy.
It's not sexy.
Maybe to some,
It's
hey,
not.
maybe to some people it was. Maybe these people were like molested by a fucking mascot when they were like 8, and now they like they have some like weird fucked up psychology where they can only get hard to a giant fucker in a fursuit. Who knows, dude? Who knows?
I'm just saying it's not hot for me, obviously.
No, it's not
I'm
hot for me
like,
either.
Putting that judgment on everybody.
No kink shaming, yo. Okay, all jokes aside, if you guys like this shit, go wild, yo. Go wild.
I don't care. I just don't agree.
Oh god. Yeah, no. See, the thing is, like, because I would always choose werewolves as my favorite thing to fuck, but the thing is, I'm more into that, like, hairy guy that looks rugged, that's, like, beast-like and fucks like an animal. That's what I think is hot. I don't think I
It is hot.
Yeah. Like,
No, I didn't really think it was that hot until you just described it, Jess.
Damn.
Damn,
I like
yo.
it.
What are you doing with me, yo?
Keep going.
Fucking wasting your time, yo. I see how it is.
oh my god.
Jay, you need to be more of a rugged individual, man.
Yeah, dude. I gotta get me a fursuit,
Pretty
dude.
hairy.
You gotta get your fursuit.
I
That's
have-
the conclusion you draw from this. Okay. Good
Actually,
job, man.
Jay is actually pretty, like, below the waist. He actually has some pretty hairy legs.
Yeah, dude.
Damn, dude.
I've
Awesome.
seen Jay's hairy legs. Not as much as you have, but
My hairy
No.
legs.
My hairy legs.
my
My hairy legs.
Turn around in the sunlight.
no, please don't go there.
All right.
know
Yeah,
that's
this is
my
supposed to be a
favorite meme.
sexy stream. This is supposed to be a sexy stream. I'll never mention him ever again. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
So, I guess, what is a positive of fucking a werewolf over anything else? Also, would it be considered bestiality? Would you consider that a negative? Because you're kind of fucking...
I think it depends on how like wolf he is.
See,
Yeah,
that's
some people like the
Yeah. There's different
animal dick.
levels.
right.
Yeah, some people
There's
like
different-
the wolf dicks. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna come out and
Okay.
say it. Some people like the wolf dicks.
Some people.
Yeah. Hey, no, I'm not saying I do. I'm not saying I do. Some people like the wolf dicks. That's
Animancer wants a big wolf dick in his ass.
Mhm.
So that website, was it baddragon.com, where you can look at like, they have like a bunch of those, and they even have like the dog dick, because if you wanted the whatever it's called, the little ball thing.
The ball thing.
What's it called where like it expands and it like yeah.
It's called a knot.
There we go. A knot. The knot.
What? What?
Actually, would you consider the knot a positive? I mean, if for a female side, if you're getting fucked by a male werewolf and he gets a knot, would that be considered like kind of hot?
I don't understand what the knot is.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm lost.
I'm not giving you guys a history lesson, okay? I'm not like an expert, okay? I'm not like an expert. So
Please tell us.
Animancer, do you want to explain it for us?
Me and Chelsea are sitting here with these couple of degenerates. They're just talking about some shit. It's like, what is this?
Okay, so what a knot is, just to explain this to people, because I know what it is, I just couldn't think of the name. So what happens is when the dog, it's like right when he's about to come up, or he comes, his dick gets that knot and it expands, so it gets stuck in there, and he ejaculates. And that's why dogs will get stuck with each other for a little bit afterwards, because that has to go down before he can leave. So it's like the dick expanding in a sense in a certain area.
Damn, dude.
Gotcha.
I feel
okay,
like
so it's like stuck in there.
Yeah, because it's so like thick.
I feel like my innocent mind has been corrupted now.
I don't really like that.
Good, Jay.
I'm just gonna add that, because why not? There's a little bit extra thickness for the people that like that.
I'm not.
I don't know if that's how you spell that, but okay.
I don't know. XT. I don't know if it actually is spelled
KNOT.
Oh, that's a. Hey, I suck at spelling. I know I've had to like spell like fix myself like several times in this. I already know. So let's see here. What's another positive? Actually, they can kill you still, because I feel like werewolves have they have anger issues.
Well, don't werewolves like lose complete control when they turn?
Yeah. Well, when
I feel like they definitely would kill you.
Yeah. I feel like they're even more dangerous than a vampire, because like a vampire is able to like put its animalistic instincts aside and be like, okay, I am a refined human now. Whereas werewolves, when they go full werewolf, they just want to kill. They just want to kill and fuck whatever they see, dude, and they'll probably do both to you. They'll probably fuck you and kill you.
See, that's
sweet.
Sweet. Yeah, yeah.
Just let me have an orgasm first, then rip my head off, you know? That's all I want.
I mean, that's gotta be the best way to go, right?
Yeah, come on.
Well, it might rip your head off first and then keep fucking you. You know?
No.
You never
That's
know.
not fair.
Hey, as long as I get to finish.
It doesn't know any better. It doesn't know. It's just an animal.
Yeah. Right.
Very inconsiderate.
See, and that's another thing. It's the level, because I see so many depictions of werewolves where they don't have any control over their anger. It's so easy for them to turn, and it's so easy for them to get pissed off.
Yeah.
So, do you want to move on?
Yeah, let's move on. Mermaids!
Fuck werewolves. Literally. Sorry.
Can I just say that I always wanted to fuck Ariel when I was a kid.
Man.
That male mermaid has some fucking cheeks, dude.
Thank you, Chess.
That's true, yeah.
That's nice.
I don't know which one is hotter, yo.
So, I'm not gonna... So when I was doing research, I should say, there was this big article that I read that was men were the first mermaids. They were mermens. Poseidon was the first merman, and men could be mermen too. And it was this whole ordeal about how men are not treated fairly in the mermaid world.
Yeah, dude. We need some male equality in the mermaid. It's true. Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen The Little Mermaid? I mean, there's like no males except for the father, and then like in the, I think that there were like in the animated series there was like one male mermaid. And he always got like he just had to fucking follow Ariel around and like basically hold her fucking purse for her, dude. It's
Ursula count as a mermaid?
Oh.
No,
Nah,
she's
what
a
is she
cock.
then?
She's
She's
a
an
octopus.
octopus lady.
She's a witch,
Yeah, she's a cockroach.
technically.
She's a sea
See,
witch,
okay,
yeah.
I have.
That bitch thick.
See, I'd fuck
thick, yeah.
Ursula,
But she
dude.
got a nice body.
Do you guys know who she
She
was
got
based
tentacles.
off?
That's always a plus.
Yeah.
dude.
Do you guys
More than one too.
What was it? Do you guys know who she was based off of?
Who?
Based on a famous drag queen. I don't remember who though.
Yeah, I gotta go look her up now. Ursula, based off of. Yeah, she was based off of a drag queen that was like a little thicker.
I mean,
Thick.
she's
That's
pretty.
awesome.
She's pretty damn
Oh,
fabulous.
is
I'll admit.
Ursula a mermaid though? I mean, that's a good question because she's still like half person, half
Yeah, half
creature.
other thing.
I thought she
Yeah.
was considered a witch or something. Because
She's a
she's
sea witch.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is a sea witch, but like I don't know.
It was implied that she used to live within the mermaid society as well.
So maybe she was originally a mermaid, but then she was like corrupted or some shit and got like
He
tentacles.
ditched that tail for tentacles. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're better
Tentacles
anyway.
are
They're
way
hot-
better.
That's a
than
They're
fucking
hotter, yeah.
upgrade, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
More
I
useful
can't-
too than
I
Yeah,
can't stick a tail in my ass.
no.
So it was Queen Divine. That was who she was based off. Queen Divine, who's also known as John Musker, and his original name or her original name.
Don't misgender people, Chess.
I know I'm terrible. Okay. Okay. So the goddess, which I'm gonna slaughter, Atargatis, was believed to be the first mermaid, turning into one by accident. She turned into a mermaid because she accidentally killed her lover. It wasn't exactly detailed how she killed her lover, because I tried to find that. All I could find was that she killed her lover.
She covered it up, dude.
Yeah, and for her because she was so disappointed in herself, she turned herself into a mermaid, and there were still people going after her because she was such a beautiful mermaid still.
How did she have the ability to just turn herself into a mermaid?
She's a goddess.
Oh.
So this was like the first e-thought, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Wait.
So
Kinda cool.
a cool thing I found was mermaids may be considered a sign of trouble, but they were also considered to be honorable. Like, there was several stories, like, there was one short little story that was kind of cute where a mer baby stole a doll from a girl, and the mer mother made her give it back and also gave her a pearl necklace to say sorry.
Honorary. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before out of the mermaids. That's
Right. So silkies, which we can get into those, are the famous story of a silky is basically a woman goes on shore, she turns into human, and a sailor finds her skin and steals it. So she ends up becoming his wife and having a child, in which one day her child finds her skin and she ends up going back to the ocean. Now, there's so many different versions of this, because one version, she completely says, fuck the kid, and leaves. Another version, she takes the kid with her.
Wow, that's quite the fucking variation on the story.
And another one showed that she had another family, too. I don't know where the other family came from. It was never detailed in the beginning, but
she covered it up.
Yeah.
She covered it up.
The government covered it up. Yeah, dude.
And apparently...
100%.
Oh, sorry. But sailors may also mistaken manatees for mermaids. And apparently, okay.
I've heard that.
So, did anyone ever watch the show Animancers?
No.
No.
So, one of the weird questions that was asked in that show was, what other animal has the closest feeling vagina to humans?
Are you kidding me?
Why and how do we know this?
Did
And
people
why would,
know that?
why would we want to know? Oh my god.
So
Is it dolphins?
it was manatees. It was manatees.
Ah.
I have
Wonder
some.
they always thought manatees were sexy.
I have
I think
something
this
to
was
say.
fucking
dude,
them.
Wait a minute. I think the sailors were just fucking manatees and be like, "Oh, I thought it was a mermaid."
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, dude.
You know.
They wanted a quick nut.
I
Dude,
think they were
honestly-
just manatee. They had manatee fetishes and they just didn't want to admit it, dude.
There's people out there who want to fuck these types of creatures like dolphins and shit. And here's how I know. One day, someone just randomly joined the Underhaven Discord server, and they went to our FW channel, and they were like, "Bam, dolphin pussy." And I'm like, I deleted it, and I'm like, "Please, can you never post that again? Can you never post that again?" And they left. They left instantly. They left instantly. They weren't even like, "Nope, I'll abide by your rules and not post this." They were like, "Nope, if I can't post dolphin pussy, I don't want to be in your community. Fuck you." All right.
Fascism.
Oh no.
That fascism or fishism?
It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both.
It's a fishism.
Oh god. Okay, so this is the one question I want to ask: Who
Yeah,
is
dude.
hotter, Tinkerbell or Ariel?
Ariel.
Not even a question.
Ursula.
I mean, Ursula's hotter than both of them, but I mean, Ariel is
Or
pretty.
unfortunate holes.
I do love that song. Yeah, like I said, dude, I always wanted to fuck Ariel as a kid, and dude, I remember like watching the movie and like watching her like swing the movie and the cartoons, just watching her swing around and shit. And I was like, dude, in real life, like those fucking seashells would have fallen off by now. I'm like, god damn it, just fucking fall, motherfuckers, fall! I want to see that fucking Ariel nipple, god damn it.
Want to see the areola?
The areola. Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
We both had the same reaction, Chess.
I had to. Luckily now you can just go to the internet and see Ariel's nipples all you want, dude.
So I don't really think either of them are that hot.
Yeah.
They're just not my type. So.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
something only Chess will understand. Chess, I want to fuck Queen Ashara. That's who I want to fuck. That's the sexiest mermaid bitch, in my opinion. So.
Okay, see,
Her.
TJ would like her because she also has tentacles.
Yeah, she has tentacles too. She has tentacles too.
What is this?
All right.
Looking at his phone.
I was gonna say, John, I could try to pull her up real quick.
Hey, who is this? Wait, no. I wasn't. Who's who?
Queen.
AZSHARA. Ashara.
I'm just gonna pull her up. I told.
All right, yeah.
Hold
Show the people. Show the
Oh
people.
no, damn it! In Zara Rule 34.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, TJ goes straight to the Rule 34.
I'll need to see what she looks like clothed. Fuck that. Oh.
Whoa.
She has a lot.
See?
I mean, she has extra hands too, which
Yeah, she's got extra hands.
I forgot.
These fucking
Damn.
World of Warcraft nerds.
There you go.
Whoa.
She's
Whoa.
she got tentacles. She got tentacles, dude. She got tentacles.
Damn. I'm seeing some crazy shit under this fucking.
That's awesome.
Guys,
dude.
you created something new for TJ to look at.
Good. I'm proud.
She's
I'm-
lifting
I'm-
this chick up with the tentacles. This is cool.
Oh
She's
my
got
God.
like one. Let's see, wait. Is she like? Yeah, she's penetrating every orifice with it.
Okay. All right. All right.
Is that too explicit? Never mind.
My job here is done. My job here is done. All right. Let's move on.
Okay. I don't even know if there's a positive or negative to really fucking them. Like.
They don't have a
wait.
vagina.
Actually, no. Let me go back because I forgot. I have a video, a very like I guess somewhat pretty video.
Oh shit.
I don't know if I can play that sound because I think it's just some random music. And it's just a bunch of women that like end up dressing up as mermaids and going in the water with a bunch of sea creatures. And I know like
Damn.
I think there's a couple places that do that, but yeah, like there's
Real life mermaids, dude.
yeah, that like they love to dress up and do the whole mermaid thing.
I think it's misogynistic.
I think that's actually pretty cool, honestly.
Nah, dude. They're basically just like sex objects for males to gawk at, yo.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know what I was saying. That's actually
Every
awesome.
fucking little girl
That's
wants to
like-
be a mermaid. Like, I just
Yeah.
want to make that clear. Like, I used to play mermaid in the pool all the time.
You're
Yeah,
alone,
Oh fuck that!
Like, this
No.
is
I'm
awesome.
gonna say this. It's not just little girls. Fuck that, dude. I wanted to be a mermaid too. I used to
Oh,
play.
that's
I used to play
awesome.
mermaid in the pool, and I'm not ashamed. Damn right. I
fucking
played
awesome.
mermaid in the pool too.
Particularly
Mermaid.
like the purple and blue one.
Why are they called mermaids? Do they like clean
Yeah,
stuff?
see, that's sexist, dude. No, that's the
They're-
sexist
Oh my
because
God,
because
dude.
it's the name is for they're supposed to be like mer people, right? Because it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the-
the 21st century nomenclature.
that's the
Yeah.
politically
I think
correct
maid
term.
is just short for fucking maiden, but yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I've never thought of it like that. Are they like cleaning up the ocean floors and shit? What the fuck's going on?
You know, you never
I
actually
want to see a mermaid dressed up in a maid outfit.
All right,
I mean,
all right.
I was about to
Someone
say
get on that for TJ.
It's a
Yeah.
because it's a sexual, it's a double innuendo, and it's just regular old wordplay, so it's good.
Sweet.
You don't have to watch the whole thing. But yeah, no, I was about
Alright,
to think
yeah.
about that though. Like, we don't really see their diets. Oh. We don't really get to see their diets. And the other thing with that is, why did Jay turn off the light on me? He, like, literally leaves the room and turns off the light on me.
He's putting on his mermaid costume.
Sorry guys, I'm a little rejected.
All right, man, it's fine.
Oh god, okay. Yeah, I was saying, you don't really see their diet. I mean, I know some stories have them eating men, but for all we know, they are bottom feeders.
I mean, mermaid
Feed
can
on
eat
my
me
bottom.
anytime. Yeah, dude, mermaid
Oh,
can eat
man.
me anytime.
Dude, that's the best type of cleaning for a fucking mermaid. They can clean my fucking ass for me. There you go.
Damn, dude.
God. I don't know. Is there any positives or negatives fucking a mermaid? Like, besides the possibility that you might not be able to fuck them? But...
They don't have a
They don't-
vagina. I mean,
I mean, they definitely, we know for a fact they have mouths.
yeah, I mean, you can face fuck a
That's one hole.
mermaid.
That's one hole at least.
No, I feel like, I mean, fish have vaginas, so
How do they poop?
Yeah, but I don't.
probably
How do
like
they
a
poop?
cloaca kind of thing. I'm guessing.
Ah.
I don't know for sure.
I mean,
That's a drawback.
Yeah, I feel like it would be
That's a
gross,
negative.
dude. It would be gross.
Yeah.
Minus 1 point.
Yeah, dude.
All right, well then just face fuck them, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, face
I want
fuck.
under negative. I want you to write down
A
the
lot of
big
times-
bold-faced letters. Cloaca. Okay.
God.
A lot of times though, like if like a hentai artist is drawing a mermaid, they like don't start the fish part until after. Like,
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, you know. So
That's cheating. That's the easy way out.
Wait, actually, hold
Yeah.
a second. Like, okay, because I've seen those. I've seen those commercials where it has Poseidon and his dick is just happened to be at the right spot where his, like, fish parts meet.
Yeah, why not?
See how it would work as well for women though.
yeah,
Like I can understand it. Like
maybe
having
all
the
mermaids have dicks.
What?
dick-
All mermaids have dicks, yeah.
Oh, what,
get
you
down
think
with
that
that.
they're like clownfish? They can be either gender? That's my new theory, dude. Maybe that's why there's so few male-looking ones, because they're all like clownfish and they can all transition their own.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
They're like, why would I be male when I can be female?
all mermaids are traps. Ariel was a trap.
Yeah, dude.
I think Jae Darké is gonna be like Jae Darké in a few years.
Oh, why?
Because he just said like, why be male when they can be female?
'Cause
And
they
I
got
was
them
like, whoa.
titties. They got them titties,
Yeah,
yeah. They were
dude.
like, yeah.
Tips that
Hey,
good
come on.
tips, TJ.
It comes from a perverted place always, TJ, okay?
Oh, sorry.
I mean, fuck gender. It's gay.
I probably slaughtered the spelling of Kueka just because as I tried to
Gender.
Google it, I cannot figure out how to spell this fucking thing. So
I don't
It's a
believe.
pretty hard word. I don't know how to spell it either.
I'm like,
Gender.
I
I don't
tried to,
believe
like,
in gender identity.
cheat with like speaking into Google, and Google's like, "Do you mean this cute little furry creature?" And I'm like, "No, not that at all." Okay, so the next one, which goes into perfectly, which is tentacle creatures.
Oh
Dope.
boy.
So is Ursula under this one?
Actually, I didn't even think about Ursula. I actually pulled up like the first. I had to black it out because the first depiction of any tentacle sex was in a what was it? It was in a artistic illustration from 1814.
Japan,
Yes, Japan.
of course.
And it's funny too because you said they don't allow pubic hair, but there's actually pubic hair that I've covered.
Well, they don't allow it now.
Yeah, that's changed. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fascists.
I kind of looked up the story because I was curious on what the story was about. Apparently, it's about a female sea diver who marries a some ruler, and a god, which looks like a dragon, stole all of his like pearls and treasures. So she goes to the ocean and dives down to steal it back.
And then they fucked?
Yeah, and then no. Well, he sends
Wait,
minions
really?
at her to fuck her.
Oh my god!
to just
I was just making a joke, man!
to distract her, but it doesn't end up fully working. I mean, she does get fucked, obviously, but she ends up getting the item. She cuts open her stomach, in which there's more scenery of her being naked with her stomach cut open as she stuffs the jewels inside herself.
Yeah, dude.
And then comes
That's
back.
some fucking Star Wars shit, man.
She comes back to the surface, and she dies from her wounds, but she gets the treasures back.
She cut his stomach
a
in,
woman.
yo. She listened to my song. She took the
yeah.
advice.
I also offered this if you wanted to see it. Apparently, the first depiction of tentacle sex on film was in 1970 from an H.P. Lovecraft movie.
That's awesome.
I forgot the
That's awesome.
name of. I know it's the father of Cthulhu, which is a name that I cannot pronounce. Ends up like impregnating a
Tentacle.
woman. I got the video. If you want to watch the video, we can. But you don't see any tentacles. You don't even assume she got fucked until the end when you see that she's apparently pregnant. But that was the first depiction of tentacle on the big screen. So there really wasn't a lot I could find besides tentacle hentai, which I can't depict tentacle hentai on YouTube right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Gotcha, though.
It might change.
Times will
Probably
change.
not,
Times
but-
will
It might get
change.
worse. It might get to the point where you can't even say tentacle hentai.
Soon we won't even be able to think about tentacle hentai. That's when they're gonna get us.
I was trying to find like the first tentacle hentai and I couldn't find it. Like the biggest one I know of that's pretty old is La Blue, but I couldn't find like what was the first tentacle hentai besides the depiction of the art piece. But apparently, just as a fun term, octopussor is the name for a woman that has a fetish for octopuses or tentacles.
Octopussor?
Dope.
Octopussor. Yeah.
Octopusaurus?
Is it
Okay.
just a woman?
I said what I don't know. I made this like thing several, and it might have been an error on my side, but let me Google the actual word. I'll tell you if it's just women.
Octopus.
No word for
Oh.
men who like tentacles.
Sexism
men get-
at it again.
Yeah, dude.
Man.
Dude, there really is sexism everywhere if you look for it.
There really is. Octopus.
You have to point it all out.
Yeah.
I kid you
Yeah,
not,
point
like
it all
the
out.
first thing that pops up is Ariel kind of having a bunch of tentacles around her.
Kinda, dude. Awesome.
Kind of.
We all know where that's going.
By definition, because apparently you need to add that in Google or else it lets you get away with anything. Yeah, it just says it's a fetish. Okay.
Some people will fuck anything,
Yeah.
man.
No,
Some
dude,
people will fuck it.
I mean, let's be honest. A lot of these fetishes come from like some form of bestiality at some point or another.
I don't know about
It's
that,
true.
but I guess on some level you're right. Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm
I
surprised we
mean,
haven't
if
done
people know what the fuck a manatee vagina feels like,
You know what? Good
obviously it's
point.
been going on.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's more than that because they fucked multiple animals because it's the closest one that feels
Right.
like a woman. Or a human.
Closest one, yeah.
Oh man. Oh, I didn't. Oh man.
I just imagine some dude going around being like, I gotta find like the sexiest animal. No woman will fuck me, so I've gotta find the animal with a vagina closest to a real woman. Cause I tricked a woman into letting me fuck her once, so now I
want to hear the argument between two animal fuckers about this. Like, telling you, dude, the fucking manatee pussy is where it's at.
Yeah, dude.
Stop fucking those pigs. You gotta get you a manatee.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
God. So of course positive. So I will say my positive with this is the kind of similar to Chelsea's with the fairies, is that a tentacle can please you in every single hole and every single spot, and if it has suction cups, it can even go one bit further.
Oh, it's a similar theory. Yeah, I see what you're going for. Yeah.
I like about them too.
I don't know what our word pleasure everywhere.
But which one's
feel like-
better?
They're
Which one's
probably
better?
like slimy and like weird feeling and like
Yeah, that's where I'm at, yo. Whenever I think of tentacles, I just think like slimy, gross, fucking. It's
That's
like,
the appeal.
Okay.
I don't know. So one of those weird things when I get bored is I like to read sex stories. So there's one website I went to where this woman gets like trapped in a cave and she like gets where these giant worms end up fucking her. And she loved the sliminess on them, and she thought they tasted good.
Okay, well, yeah, I didn't need to hear that today. But I did, and here we are. So, well, all right then. Well, all right.
This really is the degeneracy show. We should just
It really is.
Fuck
Really.
late night heathens. We should just call it the degeneracy show.
You know what?
Degenerates.
Jay, this is the real degenerate backwash of the internet. I gotta give it up to you.
Oh god. So I don't know if you would consider this a negative, but unless you count specific tentacle hentai, for the most part, they don't always ejaculate, which I would find that to be a negative.
You want a tentacle to nut?
Yes, I think that adds
Oh, okay.
on to it.
All right.
I don't know, Chelsea.
All right,
your
you want a
thoughts?
tentacle to nut?
Is it an extra level when you add the nutting part?
Not what?
what if it like it's just one of them that does that and you have to like figure out which one it is?
Yeah, dude. Okay, is this one? No. Oh, fuck. I got it in my face again.
You know what? I have actually seen some tentacle hentais where one of like the tentacles has like a dick head at the end. I shit you not. So
Okay,
That's
see
actually a
they've already
thing.
yeah.
yeah, they found a solution.
What if the tentacle monsters that like fuck humans get made fun of by the other tentacle monsters though?
Why? Because they can't get
You're
that
fucking
that
gross.
tentacle pussy.
Because like it's like bestiality for them.
Yeah.
It's like they're like looking like ugh, fucking those weird primates. Like this is gross, dude.
yeah, that's true.
Find yourself a nice tentacle girl to fucking go out with. Jesus. Fuck.
Those humans can't rub all your tentacles at once. Like, what the fuck are you doing wasting your time with those? Yeah, maybe you're right.
And like I can see like tentacle monsters like getting in the elevator and there's some bitch in there and she's all like, "Ooh, a tentacle monster," and she's like trying to seduce him. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing? I'm a tentacle monster. I want to fuck other tentacle monsters. You're fucking creepy.
Yeah, dude.
Got way
Leave me
too
alone."
real. Feel that one. Jesus Christ.
Oh god. This kind of goes more with another one, but there was like this really like silly comic that would pop up on one of my porn sites. There was just like a short comic, and it had an alien and a woman grabbing onto him, being like, "Please don't leave me. You're the best sex I've ever had." And he just comments, he's like, "The sex experiments are over. Please leave me alone."
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Brutal.
That'd be kind of sad to just be
I
like a
hope there's
one.
like a
Sorry, go ahead.
There's another reality where there's like a bunch of tentacle monsters like talking about like like doing this same show, but it's like they're like at the human part of the show right now.
Yeah, dude.
Like, would you guys fuck a human? It's like they only have 3 holes. I mean, like,
I feel like
there's
TJ
a major
running
disadvantage.
like animated show just about fucking tentacle monsters and shit. Like,
Yeah,
man,
like
dude.
we need a show about the struggles of the tentacle monsters, because I think a lot of people like you talk about fucking like, oh, people just view women as sex objects. Well, you know who gets it even worse is tentacle monsters. Like, no one cares about their feelings. No one cares about what they're going through or anything like that. They're totally fucking depersonified to like a greater extent. Like, even all these other mythical creatures we talked about,
We're kind of doing that with all of them,
Yeah.
Well, what about the ones that are smaller too? Like, can you imagine like the ones that are like you see these videos and like the dick is like, I don't know, like 12 feet around, and of course other tentacle monsters might feel like intimidated by how big they all are.
Yeah, what if you just got like little tentacles,
What the fuck
Goddamn.
kind of conversation is this?
Did you expect?
You love it.
Signed up for this. I don't know what you want.
I do love it. I'm not complaining, but
You know what show you're on.
I expected this not to be very like PG. I'll be honest. I was fully aware this was not gonna be PG.
Absolutely.
This is not copper safe.
Speaking of which, when do you fuck a zombie?
This is where I probably fall off. I don't think I would.
How fresh is the zombie?
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, really. Because like if they're just turned and they're like they don't smell or anything, and if they're sentient, like I don't want to fuck.
Like, let's say like you're just like, okay, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, what if, like, I mean, like, I like Kim Kardashian, so I'll use her as an example. You can substitute however you want.
Yeah.
What if, like, Kim Kardashian's like bit on the ankle, like, by a zombie, and she still looks good and stuff, but she just turns, like she looks like Kim Kardashian. She's still,
Does she still have Kim Kardashian's personality?
Oh, she's a zombie now, so it's way better.
Oh, that's even better, yeah.
See, okay, I agree. I agree with that on Kim Kardashian, but with anyone else,
Alright,
so I mean, like, if she's a sex zombie and she doesn't want to eat you, she just wants to fuck you.
well, that's the other thing. Because what if they don't? What if they do just want to eat you, and not in a fun way?
You can eat my ass.
I mean, again with the Japanese world, like I've seen so many. There's a couple comics I can think of off the top of my head where they're like, it's like a fuck disease where they have to fuck each other. Japan's such a weird.
Yeah, fuck
That sounds
zombie.
cool.
Yeah.
Attack of the fuck zombies.
So, like, I have a question about the zombie. So, like, all zombies, are their dicks just like forever hard? Are they stuck in like rigor mortis?
I think so. Yeah, they would have
That'd
to.
be
That's the
cool.
only way you can fuck one. Yeah.
Oh, another thing is your dick gets bigger after you die.
Really?
I read that somewhere.
Damn, dude.
I read it
There's a-
somewhere.
There's a book. No, I know exactly where I read it. There's a book called Stiff by Mary Roach. Did this book about all the scientific uses of bodies. It was a
Damn.
factoid in there that when you die, your dick swells up and gets like twice as big. So
Damn,
Dude,
well,
that's
TJ.
zombies are
That-
packing.
Well, TJ, I think you found your path in life, yo. You need to become a zombie.
Yeah, I just need to die.
Fucking die, dude.
Dude, I might
Fucking die already.
get more pussy when I'm dead than alive, man. That's fine.
Yeah, dude.
Also, I do have a question. I have a serious question about fucking as zombies, because here's my real concern. If I fuck a zombie, am I gonna get like dick rot or something? Like,
Yeah,
what's
that's-
gonna happen to my kid?
Like, see, the sad reality of fucking a zombie is the fact that, yeah, you might have some grossness on your dick more than the normal. Like, fuck. There's a horror movie, and I'm blanking on what it's called, and it was so fucking gross. Where, like, this girl fucks this guy, she ends up having the zombie disease, and she ends up fucking a guy at the end. And as he's fucking her, he's like, it's very weird down there, and he pulls out, and all her insides come out her pussy.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's gross, yeah. See, this is why I don't want to fuck a
Like
zombie,
her
dude.
pussy is like rotting. Yeah.
I don't want to
It's
fuck
pretty
a zombie.
gross.
I'm sorry, dude.
See,
Even if
like
it's-
I'd say, like if you're gonna fuck a zombie, it has to be like within like an hour or something.
Yeah. Well,
than
I also
being a zombie.
I also don't want to feel. Maybe I'm not in agreement with some people on this, but I don't want to feel like I'm just fucking a big pile of meat. You know, I want to feel like I'm fucking a person.
Well, okay. So here's
So if they don't, that's the other thing. If they're not sentient, like if they're just like brains, you know, it's like. Well, I don't want
they're-
it.
If they're like the zombies from like I don't know if you've seen Return of the Living Dead, still have like some basic cognition and stuff. So.
Yeah, dude. Maybe if it was hard enough, yeah, I'd fuck one of those zombies.
So here's the thing. So like original zombies, which I thought was interesting, was it actually has so much to do with slavery. Which, if you want to go for kink slave, then there you go. But the big thing with zombies were, if you were to die, you can come back, and you'd be a slave forever, and you would do like menial work. So, in reality, a zombie could be like, if you want an ultimate submissive, you have an ultimate submissive.
That was the line of thinking that Jeffrey Dahmer, who tried to create zombies, basically. No, he like would like open up people's brains and like pour like chemicals in their heads. He was trying to keep them alive, but basically like, you know, mindless. So
Oh
never
my god!
worked.
Like
Obviously, they all died.
Yeah.
But,
I
you
can,
know.
that's,
Yeah.
damn, dude.
Jeffrey Dahmer was
I think of all these creatures that we've talked about so far, zombies are probably the most basic. Like all it is like, you know, someone died and they come back. So
Yeah.
there's a lot to say.
It depends on your level of awareness too. Like if you're like a zombie that's fully aware, you're just rotting from the inside. I mean, that might be a better person to fuck versus a zombie.
I feel like
that's
zombies
dead.
are the least fuckable of the creatures or whatever they call.
Yeah, they don't have any special powers or anything that makes them unique. They're just dead people, you know.
just
So if you
gross.
don't want to already fuck dead people,
Yeah,
then,
you
know,
have,
I don't know what to say.
you have to be a special kind of person to want to fuck a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, she thick,
Okay,
dude.
yeah, I'd fuck her. Never mind. She's not bad.
Like a lot of times it depends on the depiction. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there was this.
Pretty much that.
Has anyone seen the movie Fido?
Yeah.
In that one, the neighbor, because in this world zombies are real, but you can put a collar on them and they'll do like menial labor. They're really basic. The neighbor guy ended up getting a really attractive zombie of a woman, and it's obvious that he's fucking her. And he's a bit of an incel, too, to make it a little bit more awkward. But she's an extremely attractive zombie. Like, he goes out of his way to make her look and seem very pretty and nice.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's kind of weird. I can think of more movies about fucking zombies than I can about fairies.
There's that one
Yeah.
movie that everyone was freaking out about for a while, Warm Bodies. That was like a phenomenon for a while. People thought that was going to be like the next Twilight. You
That
guys
movie
remember.
didn't interest me in the slightest, dude.
The commercials were
You,
better
that's
than
probably, you were
it.
probably past the phase where that was interesting you, though, Jay.
Yeah, probably. I don't. It was like right after. It was around the time I was into Twilight. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Maybe not. Maybe
The
not.
zombie
I don't know.
thing, I don't know. The zombie thing just didn't interest me as much, dude. Because, like, for zombies, I mean, Walking Dead is way better.
Sure,
I mean,
but it's
well, it was
completely
at the
different.
beginning anyway. It's shit now.
Damn, dude.
Okay, we're probably beating the horse with the zombies. They're kind of gross.
Fuck zombies.
I mean, I could put
They're kinda-
negatives. Negatives is it's a
Damn.
dead corpse. Bonus is it can get a giant penis.
Sure,
There's
sure.
a plus.
All right. Go.
Penis growth.
Big old dicks. Big old dicks. Big old
Go
dicks.
Bix.
Okay.
Yep.
So the
Bix.
next one is fairies, and I put warlocks for the male version.
You said fairies, you meant witches.
Oh, sorry, witches and warlocks.
Yeah.
These are just people with magical powers. What are they gonna do? Like shove a fucking magical dildo up my ass? That's kind of interesting, I guess. Actually, I like that idea. Okay, go on.
I I mean,
Talk himself into it.
magical
Yeah,
powers are always a plus, dude.
I mean,
They could do a lot of shit to benefit you, even
Absolutely.
outside of the fucking bedroom. You're like, yeah, dude, make my penis bigger, make me rich, make me,
Oh my god, dude.
make me able
Tell
to
a
fly.
really lame, tell a really lame joke about a magical dildo.
Sure.
Well, it's not your show. You can't give me permission.
Go
All right,
ahead.
this is a really lame joke, but I feel like I need to say it because often do you get to break out the magic. This woman goes to a sex shop. That's the guy, like, what's the best dildo you got? He's like, the voodoo dildo. Does it work? Tell it where to fuck. You just voodoo dildo my ass. Goes in your ass. Voodoo dildo my pussy. Goes in your pussy. She's like, wow, that's fucking amazing. Just like, fuck you. And then she goes home and she's like, voodoo dildo my pussy. And it just fucks her. And oh my God, it's so amazing. Oh, she comes like so many times. But then it's like, she's like, I don't know how to stop it. So she fucking tries everything she knows, like voodoo dildo stop, voodoo dildo desist, all this other stuff. It won't stop. Keeps fucking her pussy. And she's like, oh my God, I can't take this. She can has to call the sex shop, but one answers. She's like, fuck. Jumps in her car. She starts driving to the sex shop, driving super fast because she can't take getting fucked anymore. And the police are over. Comes up to the car. He's like, you were doing fucking 90 and a 45. Like, what are you doing? I'm sorry, it's this voodoo dildo. Voodoo dildo. Voodoo dildo my ass.
So then it gets passed on.
Yeah, you kind of, I think it's up to your imagination from there,
Yeah.
sweetie.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta let some people do some thinking on their own, Let them fill in the joke. Well, all right then.
So
Sorry, it was aggression as fuck.
No,
I
thank
like
you.
the
you.
ending of
Not
that joke,
really.
dude. I like the idea of a cop getting fucked in the ass, dude.
Dude, you like the ending of that joke, dude? That's a fitting way to say it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
so
Fuck yeah.
witches have both good and bad. Like, here's like the reality is witches are kind of famous for, I guess, fucking men and like
Hell yeah.
and using them. Like, I can think of a couple movies where like a witch will fuck a guy and then use him as a minion and then have him like kill children.
What?
Yeah.
I'd kill children in exchange for, fucking a bitch with magical powers. That seems like a decent trade-off.
I'm gonna go on a wager and say something controversial. I don't think that's very hot.
oh no.
There was the scene of that movie where the woman's like clawing at his back and somehow she does a perfect pentagram on his back.
Yeah, dude, that's hot.
What is that?
Claw a pentagram in my back, bitch, and summon Satan. Yes. Hail Satan.
Satan gonna be on this list?
I want to do satanic ritual sex, dude.
there-
Yeah, what's that?
There is a sex demon. There are succubuses and incubuses.
like?
I put
Okay.
in there.
Oh man.
Oh.
Hot.
Okay. I also thought this was interesting. I found a witch that was cooler than Santa Claus.
All right.
La Bafana is she does not just give gifts, she cleans your house.
Damn, yo.
Damn, dude.
Oh. He can come over anytime.
Right? I was like about that one, I was like, that's awesome.
I feel like this is
I
just
hate
like
cleaning.
it's just like a sexist version replacement for Santa. I don't want Santa coming to my house. I want some like sexy bitch coming to my house who's gonna like give me presents and clean my house and then maybe give me a blowjob too.
Dude, if Islam
Okay,
wants to
so
recruit
this-
people, they just need to make this their version of Christmas, dude.
Yeah, dude. It would solve all the world's problems. We should have this in the
So,
Middle
I'm-
East, yo.
Oh no, don't say that.
All right. What were you gonna say?
Never mind.
All right then. Damn. Okay.
So, I mean, I don't have too much besides the fact that, like, there's a really huge thing. It's not sexualized. I'll be honest, like, witches and warlocks aren't really sexualized, except people still like to dress up like them and fan art of them and make video games out of them.
Speak for yourself. I totally want to. I want to fuck Harry Potter, dude.
Me
I think Harry
too.
Potter is sexy as fuck, dude. And
I feel like people are more
I
interested.
just like him because he's like you.
he,
Wow, damn, dude,
yeah,
damn.
I've
Yeah, I always wanted like Harry Potter to be my boyfriend.
I always
when
wanted
I was
to
like 7.
I always wanted to have a threesome with Harry Potter and Hermione, dude.
Oh shit.
I've noticed a lot of women really like Snape.
Oh yeah, Snape
Snape,
is hot.
dude.
I actually do like that actor though.
Oh my
I'll be
god,
honest.
dang. He's,
Alan Rickman, yeah, dude, fuck
Dude.
yeah, Alan Rickman was dope.
I mean, that
yeah, no,
could-
Alan Rickman's awesome. I want to make that clear, but I just don't
Did
find
make
Snape
it
hot.
sexy. I don't feel like
Yeah,
I don't feel like the character itself is hot, but I feel like Alan Rickman made him hot.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I can see that.
So, for positive negatives, for powers, if you're into anything like ice, hot, and cold, I feel like that would be a good bonus because they would be able to play with those temperatures during sex.
Okay, cool.
It's true, like ice on your nipples.
Yeah, like
Ooh.
they could just somehow make their tongue or their fingers cold enough. Like that would totally be cool.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. I mean, fuck, they could literally just like make you come without even touching you.
Yeah, there's the most potential in this of all the fucking things we've talked about so far.
feel like-
Five.
Yeah. There's just endless possibilities with like the ways you could fuck a witch or a warlock or whatever.
It has both the most kinky possibilities and it can also be the most vanilla. So I feel like this would appeal to a lot of people.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Yep.
Also, there's a bit of like mind control with them because like almost all the stories, like witches end up fucking with people and like manipulating them.
It's true.
Yep, and eating them, which is awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Stupid if you refuse sex with a witch or a warlock. They got all kinds of potions and magic and shit. You don't know what they could do.
Yeah, if you refuse, I mean, if you refuse, you're just gonna be fucking them the next day anyway.
Right?
Just turn you into a fucking dildo or something.
Might as well just go ahead.
Let's proceed.
Like you are the dildo that fucks them.
Just remember, they can turn.
Do you think they make those voodoo dildos in the first place?
Shit, dude.
I was going to say they could turn you into a manatee where you get fucked by sailors.
All right, stop right there, okay?
Bringing it full circle.
Damn.
You need to bring it back to fucking manatees. Okay, we didn't need to.
Yeah, dude. Stop bringing it back to manatees.
Succubuses
Falling back.
and incubuses. Because I will go right now, the actual proper ones are all just dream demons, basically. They only really attack your dreams. They don't really physically
Now,
interact.
I will just say, being pot demon myself, I know
my
all
God.
about fucking demons, and demon fucking. I'm gonna just say this: you might want to fuck a demon, and it's the best sex you'll ever have, but you will regret it. That being said, I will fuck a demon. I'll fuck all the demons, dude.
All right,
Demon,
I got
it's
fucking-
worth it.
I got fucked by an incubus then. Just dream demons. I was fucking when I was like, I don't know, 15 or something. Had like a demon with like a lion's head can show up in my dream and just fuck me in the ass. I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
Yeah, dude, that was an incubus.
The,
I know,
the
I was incubized. What the fuck?
the weirdest dream I had like that was where like there was some like I don't know, I was dreaming about fucking some thick bitch and then she turned into a tentacle monster and I was just like, okay, whatever, I'll just keep going. So I did. And
There's no, yeah, like why stop? I mean, well, you know,
exactly.
she's been upgraded. Let's go.
Yeah, all right.
So this guy I thought was the most funniest one I found, which was Popowawa, who would specifically anal rape you in your dreams, and if you don't,
Yeah, that's what happened.
if you don't tell other people about it, he'll keep doing it.
Wow.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have told. Fuck. Oops. Information came to me just a little too late.
It's all over
God
now,
damn it.
TJ.
I was fucking dying, dude.
If you wonder what Papa Wawa, that's the guy on the right, by the way, what he looks like.
Yeah,
He's pretty hot.
I like it. Yeah.
Does it say how big his dick is?
I gotta know that to rate my
Really
judgment.
see it.
I think it's actually considered very large.
I mean, judging on the size of
Yeah.
his feet, yo.
I mean, his whole thing is like he comes to your dreams and anal rapes you. You better not be coming with like some fucking like Vienna sausage bullshit, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Oh god.
Agreed.
So apparently Pope Sylvester II allegedly claimed he had a succubus. Like he
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, his name is Mirandiana. Don't know how true that was. I kept trying to find more information, but I couldn't find a lot. But I thought it was fucking hilarious. And it's true.
Oh, I'm sure it's true. Yeah.
Everyone has sex dreams. That's like the reality of that. Everyone does.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you're like a fucking Christian and you're having like these sex dreams, you have to justify it by like, no, it's a demon. This is evil. Satan is attacking me with these impure thoughts.
Pastor, there was a lot of strange noises coming out from your room last night. Oh no, that wasn't the choir boy. That was a succubus. Don't worry, it was a fucking succubus.
Yeah, dude.
Succubus!
Completely innocent. I'm a victim, actually.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, and Lilith was deemed the first succubus. So I had a theory about Lilith, and I'll say it here. I think Lilith enjoyed giant dicks, and that was why she left Adam. And they don't go into detail, but they say that she left and fucked other things, and I thought she fucked the dinosaurs.
Adam was a simp, yo.
And that's why all the demons look like they're little reptiles, because Lilith fucked the dinosaurs.
I've read about Lilith, and my understanding was that she wanted to be on top when they fucked, and God didn't like that, so cast her out.
Yeah, and then she found other people to fuck, and she decided that was better than going back. Because they do offer her to go back. And then after that, she can't conceive. Like, some ridiculous amount, like 62 children will die a day from her. So magically, she has to birth more than like 62 children a day.
Dude, Lilith is awesome. I love Lilith. I would fuck Lilith. She's the best demon.
She wanted to be on top, yo.
Yeah, dude. What's wrong with that? I like that.
Nothing.
It's because of
God
women.
sucks.
Yeah.
Women have to be submissive and obedient, and by taking control, it's almost as if we're making the men gay. And I've seen that from
I don't even feel like
Make me gay, then.
and I'm on top, like I'm in control. I don't feel like it's like that, but whatever.
Whatever.
Fucking.
If that's making me gay, then make me gay. I'm good with it.
Fucking.
Make me a big.
It's true. I mean, fucking.
It is, yo.
You were already gay as fuck anyway.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Make me gayer then.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Honestly, like, in more modern versions, like, succubuses become more physical, but, like, in all old, it's just all sex dreams.
In some variations of, like, the whole succubus thing, like, they sustain themselves on your nut.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with sustaining a succubus.
Dude, your cummies
Like vampires, but for cum.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
A jizz
I prefer
vampire.
that. I prefer that personally. Just my opinion.
Okay, positives or negatives? Honestly, I'll just say a negative right now because they're not metaphysicals. You're never actually gonna fuck them. It's only a tease.
Nah,
that's kind of sad.
What about the one that sustains itself from your nut, though, dude? You're still nutting.
Those are physical.
You're still nutting.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter, yo.
Yeah,
Even if it's
true.
not
you,
real.
You still climax.
You're still experiencing.
Dude, maybe that's
good enough.
Maybe that's when you like come in your sleep, dude. Maybe that's what that is. Shit.
Oh, dude,
Wet dreams, man.
I forgot to even mention this because when I was reading up the article of this, I thought it was like hilarious how it worded some of the stuff where it's like the succubuses would make the men lick their labias. Like, it's the most disturbing thing ever.
No.
Not that.
Please, anything but that. No, don't.
Demonic.
It's horrible. Never heard of such
What
a thing.
type of a demon would do that to a man?
You'll never believe what the demon wench made me do. Had to lick her labia. It was horrible. Oh, tell me more. Your horrible experience.
Oh god, yeah, no, it was kind of
This is clearly a creature born of like the sexual repression of more puritanical
Oh, yeah.
time.
Well, I think that's what most of these, well, especially like but like anything that people want to fuck, like mermaids, it's like people are repressed, so they gotta fucking create these fantasies and then justify it with like, oh no, this is like this is actually like attacking me, like the mermaid thing. Oh no, they just like pulled us in, yo. They tempted us and you know it's
not our
all,
fault.
It's all an excuse to excuse away human sexuality.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, you didn't have to get so real.
And it's weird because they try to make it sound worse than it is. Like there was one part where it's like fucking an ice cave, and it's like, how do you?
What? What? You know what? Never mind.
I'd fuck an ice cave.
They're supposed to be very cold. Actually, speaking of another zombie movie that I thought was hilarious, there was this scene where this guy who's a virgin and his girlfriend finally lets him fuck her, but she's a zombie. And he goes to his friends and he's like, "Hey guys, it's so cold down there, right?" And they look at him so confused. Like, you didn't get it.
It's kind of depressing.
Life.
Yep.
I'll just put best.
Relatable.
I don't know what I really want to put positive or negatives. Okay. The next
Like
one.
with the. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. Sorry. Do you want to go back? Sorry?
I was just saying, like, I don't know about like the succubus and all this shit, but like, what about Satan? Like,
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I actually
doesn't
told
want to fuck Satan.
I actually told Chess she should add this because there are a lot of Christians out there that secretly want to fuck Satan. You know, there's all those fantasies that come out about like Satan like dragged me to hell and raped me for hours on end with his giant spiky penis.
That's really hot, dude.
It was red and it had
Like,
spikes on
actually,
it and it was 17
genuinely
inches
really
long.
Back during like the witch trial days, they would they do like these witch trials, and like there was always like a crazy amount of time she spent on descriptions of Satan's penis.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they made him describe Satan's dong.
It's like, tell me more about Satan's dick.
Yeah,
it's so clear.
Like, and they'd be like, oh, hey, and like they would like coach them in like certain directions and shit. They'd be like, oh,
Big.
no, it's 18 inches long, right? Yeah. Oh, it's veiny, right? It's thick. He has to carry it around like a wheelbarrow. Yeah. It's
Dude.
fucking. It's got spikes on it, right? Yeah. Oh, it's punishing. It's like it's a punishing dick, right? Yeah, that's right. Oh, you're a horrible fucking harlot. Oh, we're gonna burn you good. Oh, tell me about that dick first.
and by the time that they finish, the entire court has to change their pants.
Oh, Satan's dick. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
I'd cum my pants
I
too.
had to fuck Satan the other night. I was so close to fucking Satan, and then it never happened. Like, I woke up as soon as I saw his big red dick, like,
Wow.
walking in the
What a cock
room.
How big was it?
How
It
big
was like, it was like a muscular man's forearm.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Sounds right.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it wasn't like insane with the wheelbarrow or whatever, or spiky, but it was big.
Wheelbarrow.
It was big. And I was like, oh shit. Then I woke up.
Couldn't handle it.
Yeah, I was kind of upset.
Damn.
Isn't that the worst? Like when you have that dream that's like, oh, this is really good. Oh, it's gonna get really good. Oh, it's about to happen, and then you wake up.
Always. I hate that.
I never got to cum in that tentacle monster.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay,
Kinda sad.
so robots
It's really
and
sad.
cyborgs, dude. Can I just say, to start this off, I would totally fuck Commander Data, dude. That's if I could pick one cyborg, dude,
All
I'd
right,
pick
Jay.
Data.
All right.
Oh, arigato, Mr. Roboto.
I don't know. There's just something about that Brent Spiner, dude.
So
I'd have sex with the Borg, but that's just me.
I'd trap him on a space station and
To
force
assimilate my ass.
Yeah, dude.
um
Fuck yeah.
so
Resistance.
I don't know if you guys remembered this, but the robot strippers from Las Vegas.
Of course I remember this.
I actually
Of course.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just there, dude.
Do you guys? Have any of you guys seen Leprechaun 3? I don't know. It's one of the Leprechauns. It's the one where he goes to Vegas. But anyway, there's a scene in there where like Leprechaun wants to kill this dude, and he has this chick fucking this guy. And for no reason whatsoever, she like turns into a robot, and the only part of her that's still like human in appearance is her big tits. He's just getting fucked by this like robot with big tits, and then he just dies. I don't even know why he dies. I guess it like grinds up his dick or something. I don't know.
That's how
The
I wanna go.
Leprechaun's like just standing there laughing, like hee hee hee. What the fuck is going on?
That's hot, man.
He's great.
That's fucking hot.
Go fucking watch this again. Go watch the Leprechaun movies again.
Oh god.
Yeah, dude. They're a trip.
They're special. Oh my god.
There's robots on here.
Hey, why aren't leprechauns on here? You don't want to fuck leprechauns?
Oh god.
Oh.
I'd fuck the Warwick Davis Leprechaun. Come on.
Hey, come on. Yeah.
Dirty limericks to turn you on with.
Well, I did get some footage if you wanted to see a robot stripper, because they're a lot less movement than I thought.
It's pretty terrifying. Do not like this. Oh no, the thrust is really creepy.
Yeah, that is.
What? It's so slow.
I don't like watching this, dude.
It's making me
This is like, I feel like this is out of some kind of like post-apocalyptic fucking future, dude.
The technology is not there yet.
It's not. It is not. Oh lord.
I just kind of
What's up with their heads?
because that's robot.
Their heads are like rectangle.
They're kind of like
They're creepy.
That's how it ends?
I wouldn't.
That's how it ends? Okay.
I just kind of love how they move like what I imagine old people would move like on the stripper pole.
Don't say that.
So
Don't
soft.
say that. No.
So true.
No.
But even has high heels. That's ridiculous.
gyrate your hips there, Susan. You gotta shake it. Shake your moneymaker.
Oh, chest, that's perfect.
Shake your money,
That's the
man.
perfect description, Chess. That's why it's so creepy. It's like old people.
Oh my god. So words.
Honestly, its boobs look very masculine. Like I wasn't sure that was supposed to be a male or female bot.
Yeah, I agree.
And then like the butt,
Muscle
like
tits.
the butt was a little flat, didn't it? Like you think if you're gonna make a robotic like stripper, wouldn't you kind of like enhance everything?
Right, it's look like pecs and its butt is flat and it's
Maybe-
wearing high heels.
It's not even
What?
It's not even fucking thick, dude.
Oh. Need a thick
God.
one.
Maybe they're not supposed to be sexy.
Then they aren't hot, Jay. Then they aren't hot.
I don't think they're supposed to be
Look.
sexy. I think they're just supposed to be like some sci-fi shit, yo.
That's not whatever,
Okay.
man. Who cares? They're not sexy then.
You
Fuck
can
them.
make sci-fi shit sexy.
Sure.
Yeah,
but I
you
think
can
it's
do
just
both.
like this is what would be sexy to like some robot species, Who the fuck finds this sexy? I don't. This is creepy. Fuck it.
Can I address the
Get it off
elephant in the
Get it off
room?
screen, yo.
Sure.
So below the robot strippers video, it just says sperm machine.
What is this? Yeah, it's-
Oh, you watch it.
Alright, let's see.
God, this might make you feel a little uncomfortable, but
yeah.
Oh
fucking kidding me? Oh my. Whatever, man. Whatever, man.
It's for people who are too embarrassed to masturbate in hospitals.
Can you go back for 1 second, Jay? Can you go back for 1 second, like to where that guy was there? Look how proud this fucker is. Look how proud this guy is. It's like, yup, all in a day's work, man. Yeah, good job, dude. This is the future, clear.
How many times has he used it?
Dude, I think we can tell just by the look on his face. It's pretty much all the time.
At least once a day.
I mean, this was just a machine that was developed in Japan to help men.
I mean, looks like it would work. Look at that. It even like hugs, you know.
It sucks, yeah.
The other thing is, like, how do they clean it? Like, they have to replace, like...
See, that thing comes out.
Oh my god.
They make it warm and wet, it said.
Oh, dude,
I don't want.
You can even customize, dude.
But if it
Why not?
squeezed it like too hard and wouldn't let go.
Yeah, dude, there's just
Jay,
something
it's for
about
science.
Nah, there's something about sticking your dick in a giant fucking machine. I just feel like too many things could go wrong. I don't want it.
Okay, fair. I
What
guess
if
that's fair,
the machine malfunctions and it's just
dude.
like
I'm not interested.
it doesn't
No.
let your dick go?
No.
Look at
Oh,
it.
you mean like
Error.
What if it rips my dick off? What if
Here's
it
the thing,
crushes my dick? What if it
Knots
punches?
already present that same issue. Knots already present that same issue. All right, I just want to make that clear. But no, I mean, look, I'm sure it's secure. Look at these guys. They've been doing fucking testing on it. 10,000 fucking machines a year. They sell
nice.
10,000 machines a year.
That's nice.
Are
They can do
10,000
that.
people a year
Only
wrong?
$13,000.
They can do that testing. Well, you know what? It said right there. This is good for people who are don't want to masturbate in a hospital. Get the fuck out of here, dude. If I needed to masturbate in a hospital for some medical reason, I'd fucking do it. Don't be a pussy, goddammit. You don't need some big
my
fuck
God.
machine.
What is this next thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, oh god, dude, fucking Matt Pat, get the fuck out of here. Let's get out of here quick.
Yeah, dude.
What's Yoshi hiding? A penis.
Oh, God.
All right.
Yeah, no. See, the weird thing with that machine, though, there's something missing there. Like, where's the physical human being behind that? Like, would it be enjoyable?
No.
I've never
People fuck
really seen
machines.
these.
People fuck machines
I
all the
am
time.
Fuckatron 9000. I am programmed to fuck.
There you go. It needs a.
Up aboard my hydraulic mega penis now. Fucking is commenced.
This is why I
Fucking
was...
is complete.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, there is a genre on porn of, like, the little machines that fuck women.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know,
Yeah.
dude.
those are cool.
Yeah.
And then Commander Data's like looking at Jay in the eyes, and he's like, "Hey, would you care to experience sexual
Well,
bliss with me?"
That's what I'm saying, dude. I would fuck Commander Data because he's like humanoid.
Absolutely.
He has a personality. He has a damn good
You
personality.
may now ejaculate on my face if you wish.
He's fucking awesome, dude. I'd
Oh,
fuck
he's
Data.
so polite and sweet. I love Data.
Yeah, dude.
He's a very
I-
caring lover,
I
dude.
love him.
May I please insert myself inside you? Hell yeah, dude.
I
whatever
wanna
you-
see
whatever you
it
say,
so
man.
bad.
Whatever you say.
I
man.
want to see a porn with Jay and Data so bad now.
Dude, this is the new ship, dude. This is the
Is
new
that-
fucking ship.
Couple name can be Jada.
Jada.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm all for fucking robots. I don't care about the human bullshit. Like,
so there was
if I bet you they could be programmed to like know exactly how to fuck you, like in response to like
Yeah.
your heart rate or like your breath or whatever. Like
you-
once that's elevated, they know exactly what gets you off. You know
They
what I mean?
had all types of like settings and knobs on that fucking machine that we just saw. I'm sure that eventually we'll have like our fucking sleep number. We'll have our fucking fuck number, dude.
I'd rather have the
Yeah.
human.
The fuck number robot.
Yeah, dude.
I fuck number 73.
Mine's 69.
I'd rather have that human contact. You know, I don't like.
All
I
right.
don't want to fuck a cold, unfeeling machine. Okay.
All right, Normie.
Understand,
All right,
Jay.
Normie.
So here we go. We can have the middle ground, which is the cyborgs, which I thought was so weird when I was looking this up.
Data.
Like, I found this article of this guy basically complaining because women would keep hitting on him because he went out of his way to make his prosthetic arm look like the Winter Soldier from, what is it? From Captain America. And,
Hot.
and he's like, he gets all pissed. He's like, I can't feel anything with this hand. It's not super strong like the movies. You guys need to stop treating me that way. But it's like, it was just so interesting because he said there would be women that literally would come up to him because he looked like the Winter Soldier guy and they wanted to fuck him.
Oh yeah, women love that fucking dude, Sebastian Stan. I think he's sexy as fuck. He is. So, fuck it.
Okay, positive
I'll
is they could probably have
Yeah.
any setting you want.
Yeah. What the the negatives? Jay's pussy ass is afraid his dick might get crushed. Oh, woe is me. Oh no.
Hey, I said I would fuck Data. Okay.
Alright,
I don't
that's
want to
fair,
fuck.
fine.
I don't want to fuck the big. I don't want to fuck the big, clinical looking like sperm milking machine. No, thank you.
Don't
I'm
say
not
it like
interested
that.
in that.
Don't
Yeah,
say it
no,
like that.
no, because you know that's exactly what it fucking is. It's a goddamn sperm milking machine, and it doesn't look comfortable. It doesn't look
You don't have
appealing.
to say it like that. You don't have to say it like that. She has feelings, Jay.
That's
she
how I
has feelings.
Nah, dude. Commander Data has feelings. At least simulated ones.
Okay. Okay, Jay. Alright, Jay.
I mean, I guess that has some of the, Data future maybe, but currently they don't have no feelings right now.
I want to watch Star Trek now, yeah.
We should. I told you this is so good. Okay.
Data.
So the next one is aliens. Cause anal probes.
Yeah. What are these alien races?
Oh my god.
I don't really like either of these guys. Sorry to say.
You know,
Where's the Twi'lek, dude?
I feel like they're too human looking. They're just humans with green skin.
Oh, wait, you want
Star
something
Trek
more in
alien
the
would
other
you fuck?
direction. You want something more in the
Yeah,
other
like
direction.
something crazy.
Get like a
What
Twi'lek
Star Trek
from
alien would you
Star
fuck, Chelsea?
Wars.
What species?
I don't feel like any Star Trek.
The Star Trek aliens?
No, not really.
Chelsea, are you familiar with
No.
Mass Effect at all? Would you
No.
fuck any of those races? Ah, damn. Damn.
I'm
Fuck.
sorry.
I don't know, then.
Don't know.
I don't know, yeah. Yeah, I guess we aren't gonna sell Chelsea on these fucking aliens, dude. Damn.
I mean, I'm down for aliens, but I want them to be like not humanoid. At least not this much.
These
Yeah.
are basically just green people.
I mean, okay, the woman on the left
Yeah.
is obviously cosplaying, so I don't
What
think
about
that much-
Gamora? You fucking want to fuck Gamora?
That's true. I do want to more.
Yeah, she's just a green person, though, at the end of the day.
Hey,
That's
so I
the
mean,
thing.
like, you can't fucking, you look at these green dudes and you're like, whatever, but you fucking want to fuck Gamora. She's just a green
Yeah,
bitch.
That's
Fucking,
well. There's
you're a fraud.
green bitch on this.
You're a fraud.
Whoa!
You're a fraud.
Whoa!
Gamora is a badass. I want her to fucking like dominate me.
It's probably part
Tell
of
me
her
more.
personality, that's the appeal.
Tell me more. Tell me. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yo, dude, a fucking Twi'lek. That's what I want to fuck. Fucking best Star
There-
Wars race. of
I
all
mean,
time,
to be
dude.
honest, Twi'leks are also just like blue people with noodles on their head. Like,
Nah, that's sexy.
Okay,
sexy, yeah.
here's the question: how much control do they have over that noodle?
Yeah, dude. That's what I want.
I don't think they have any. I don't think they have any. They can use it
How
for
do
like
you-
feeling and shit. I think. I don't know. That's what I remember. They can feel with them. They feel.
I mean, you can do some kinky shit with that.
I guess you could still shove them up your ass if you really want to. Yeah.
Oh, no. Let's think about this. A Twi'lek is giving you a blowjob, and she has the ability to use those tentacles.
Yeah, dude.
And shoves it
Shove
up your
one up
ass
your
while
ass,
she's blowing
dude.
you.
Oh yeah.
Little prostate
And then-
stimulation.
And then like tickle your like balls with the other one, or your taint or whatever.
You're
Yeah, dude.
taint.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
You're like
Sweet.
Tickle me taint.
Get up in that taint, bitch.
I love it.
So
Get up in that chain.
I have one.
Get up in that taint, oh yeah! Oh, tainted love. Ooh.
So I have a video that will most likely make you guys uncomfortable.
Oh my god.
This
It won't make
is-
me uncomfortable. It won't make me uncomfortable.
No, it'll make him
I
hot.
promise.
Splorch. It's called Splorch.
I know where this is going already.
Oh, no.
So this guy had so many requests for this that he decided just to make a general.
He's gonna shove that
Oh.
up his ass, isn't it? He's
No,
gonna shove
So
that up his ass.
slimy.
It's on YouTube, okay? Unfortunately, no. So enough people came to the
Oh.
request of being
Ah.
impregnated by aliens that he made this dildo so you could put these little eggs in it.
Unfortunately, I've seen these before.
Yes.
Why? It's got like a mouth.
Just wait.
Yeah, it lays the eggs.
Yeah, he puts the
No.
eggs inside.
Oh, they're so slimy. Oh.
You know what? You're right. This actually did make me uncomfortable. Congratulations. But you know what?
Kidding.
Unfortunately, I already knew about these because of the circles I hang out around, man. This is a thing, man. Oh no, it's like a fucking Easter egg, dude.
Oh my god.
It fucking just plops
least-
out, dude.
At least it doesn't simulate being impregnated by a
Doesn't
xenomorph.
plop out, it splorches out.
Yeah. It's like a fucking Pez dispenser, man.
Oh my god, dude.
It's like a fucking Pez dispenser. I don't know what else to say.
Oh no. I
Oh
hate it.
no! Gotta work this one out. Oh shit! That one took a little bit
I
of
wonder
effort.
what that feels like.
But you're gonna
I don't
find
wanna
out soon.
find out.
I just ordered one.
Damn!
Oh.
Oh, it fell out.
Feel like it
It fucking
didn't
fell
have to
out.
watch it.
Dude, he's trying to fill it up, and he can't even get them all in there. He can't even get all the eggs in there.
Just like plop.
Get your ass in the bedroom. You're getting splorched tonight.
Oh yeah, it's called
Oh, baby.
splorch. It's called
Oh,
splorch.
splorch me. Oh, splorch. Splorch.
Oh my
Ow.
god. Fuck splorch.
Do the eggs actually hatch into alien babies?
I hope so.
The eggs bubble?
I don't know what it. I think if I remember correctly, though, eggs are reusable. So
Splorch.
if you ever want to know what it feels like to be impregnated by a alien, this toy is for you.
Well, this is the thing. What
Okay.
alien? What race of alien? How do they know? How do they know? Like they don't did they just pick some random pop culture alien, or do they know of like some legit aliens? Because like I said, dude, what I mean, xenomorphs impregnate people way differently, dude. I don't think you'd want to simulate that. Like what fucking alien? Actually, maybe some people would. Who knows? But
That's a good question. Like
let's
I've
not
never
bring that up.
heard of an alien dick working
Yeah,
this
dude.
way.
Like how do they know? I think he just made
Now
it
you
up.
have.
He just used his imagination. He came up with, okay, this is what I think an alien dick looks like.
Just
So
like giant seeds.
That's the power of imagination.
Hey, Chelsea, well, now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Yeah,
Splorch.
splorched.
That was basically the big video of that one, just because there's really, like, besides everyone being obsessed with, like, being abducted by aliens and getting anal probes, that's really it.
Would you really want to put those in your ass? I feel like they wouldn't come out.
Splorch.
I mean, if you have the right muscles for it.
I guess, but I don't know. I always thought you weren't supposed to put
Splorch.
little things up your ass. Like that.
Splorch. Splorch.
Splorch.
That's why like butt plugs have like an anchor, you know, so it doesn't get lost.
An anchor. An anchor.
Do not
That's an
fear the
interesting way to-
splorch.
I've never heard it called an anchor before.
I didn't know what else to call
I don't know what else to call it either. So
Splorch.
I guess it's an anchor now. All right. Well,
it. Butt plug anchor.
So I failed, and I thought I made the tab, but I guess I didn't. So here's the opportunity to say the mythical creatures you want to fuck. I know one person mentioned troll earlier, so I'll add troll.
Yeah, trolls. Trolls are definitely
One person? I'm just one person? What the fuck?
Damn, dude.
Been downgraded to just some guy.
Yeah,
Some
dude.
fucking douchebag mentioned something about some kind of troll or some shit. I don't know.
Okay, I thought you wanted to call it out. Okay, here, I'll put troll and then
The
I'll put
amazing
next to it
atheist.
TJ.
Yep.
There we go. Oh, I totally...
Yeah.
TJ, I get not psyched tonight. Okay. TJ, okay. What else is on the list you guys would like to fuck?
One I'm surprised that you didn't bring up is a pretty fucking common one. Elves. I want to fuck elves.
Elves, yeah.
But elves look
Yeah.
so
Here's one I want. Here's one I
humanoid.
want to fuck. I want to fuck Sylvanas. She's
Yeah,
hot,
dude.
dude.
Sylvanas
Wait,
is hot.
wait, but Sylvanas is part zombie because she's also dead.
Who cares?
Yeah, okay, but she has full cognitive
Zombelf.
awareness, dude. She's got a full cognitive awareness, my dude.
Yeah, dude.
So.
And she's not like rotting.
Yeah, and here's the thing, she ain't no fucking thought either, dude. She's a real fucking strong woman, dude. Fucking Sylvanas is awesome.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What was it?
Strong woman.
You guys wanted a devil. Chelsea, you mentioned before the show that you wanted to do Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, here to fuck your ass again.
I'll admit, the only reason I did not touch elves is because elves to me were honestly like so generic.
Nah, dude, they got those pointy
They are
ears.
just people with
vanilla as fuck.
They got those
Yeah,
pointy-
they are just people with long ears, but they are a pretty common
Nah,
one
dude.
that a lot of people do want to fuck.
I like elves.
You like elves?
Magical, though, like chiz.
Yeah,
Elves are hot.
In a different way, I guess.
sure.
Yeah.
I usually play as an elf character in like Skyrim.
I don't know.
I want to fuck Bowsette.
Bowsette. I don't know how to spell that, but I'll do
Yeah, I know she's not like a fictional like race or anything like. I just wanted to get that out there because if I didn't say this on a stream, then I was gonna fucking bust a fucking gasket. I want to fuck Bowsette. Okay, that's out there in the fucking ether. I'm happy now.
I want to fuck Bowsette, you guys. It's out there in the ether. Sorry, I keep turning everything into songs.
I mean,
It's all right. It's all right.
she has a tail. You could work with the tail.
Yep.
I know someone said a Tauren at one. Not a Tauren.
Oh, the cow people.
Not a cow.
Oh, a centaur.
Centaur.
Yeah,
which is
dude.
A
Low,
centaur. Yeah.
low
A
energy
centaur,
told
yeah.
us.
Centaur.
Bring up centaurs.
That's pretty similar to like the were people though, because it's just like an animal human hybrid
Yeah.
at that point. Yeah.
And the mermaids.
But they
So the
are
mermaids.
thirsty.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit different though, because they're like fish people, and all the other ones are like mammalians types. I feel like that appeals to different people.
Yeah, fish people.
I mean,
Yeah, fish people.
one for the most part stays in its form permanently. And the
What
other
about
one
goblins? Why are we leaving goblins out?
goblins.
What the fuck wants to sex with a goblin?
I don't know.
You
Maybe
wanna
someone wants to fuck a goblin.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
sure there's
saying
people
I
out there who
particularly want to fuck a goblin.
Here's
I feel like we're leaving out all the fucking, the
about
goblins. We're leaving out leprechauns.
What about
All
dragons?
the little
yo?
ones.
Dragons.
Oh, you know, that
Yeah,
reminds
troll.
me.
Well, trolls aren't necessarily little. The troll could be big,
That reminds me.
big ass
orcs.
fucking troll.
Orcs.
Orcs,
You know?
yeah.
Orcs
Orcs
are
are
sexy.
basically, yeah. You got a fucking orc.
Yeah.
I was
I would,
about
I'd fucking orc.
say because I was
Basically, just a fucking on. I don't know.
Dragons, yo.
dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to fuck
Oh,
a
yeah.
dragon.
Giant.
There's an
dragon
entire
things.
website called baddragon.com, and that's like a popular furry thing.
Dragons.
Right?
Everybody's got to fuck a dragon.
Dragons super.
What about a skeleton, like a living skeleton, like
Yeah, dude.
fucking Jason the Argonaut style. I don't know how you'd fuck it, but
I mean,
You want to
You
get
can do
boned by a
something.
boner man? Yeah.
yeah, it's got a boner.
A bone boner.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
Leaving a lot of
Bones in your.
leaving a lot of mythical shit on the table.
Could like do things to you, but I don't expect them to have like a
Reptilians.
dick.
oh, reptilians.
Maybe the skeleton just wears a strap on. I don't know.
Dude, for some reason, Heon in our chat just said goblins with dump truck asses.
Yeah, dude. why not?
Goblins with dump truck asses coming to your. See, that guy definitely wants to fuck a goblin.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, definitely. Dude,
Good
he's
I
in bed
mentioned
with the
that
goblins,
shit.
dude. He's in bed with the goblins.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Actually, you know what? Okay, if we're counting goblins, can we count the Labyrinth, David Bowie, the Goblin King?
I mean, he's the king of the goblins.
I mean, if he counts,
Good looking
David
fucking
Bowie?
goblin.
What about David Bowie from
David Bowie,
Labyrinth?
David Bowie
He
should
has
just be on this list, period.
Yeah, dude,
He's a
Bowie.
mythical
Yeah,
creature.
he should.
He
He
should.
is a
David Bowie.
Eh.
Everyone
Oh.
agrees that David Bowie should be on this list.
All right, he's number one actually. Number one.
I'd fuck Ziggy Stardust.
The number one mythical creature that you could fuck. What about a ghost?
Yeah, dude, a ghost.
Hey, Ghostbusters! It almost happened in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it did happen in Ghostbusters.
dude.
He totally fucked that ghost. That's canon.
He got a blowjob.
Shit, dude. Shit.
We don't know what part of the ghost was on him. That's up to your imagination. You don't know if it's a blowjob necessarily. All we see is his pants open, and then we see his face as he's like, "Oh hell yeah!"
I always thought it was a blowjob.
I assumed it was a blowjob too, but it never explicitly shows it was a blowjob. And you know what? It never explicitly shows it was a female ghost either. You know?
Yeah, maybe he nutted in that ghost.
Could have been
How would that
fucking
look
like.
How would
Could
it
have been
look
fucking
like?
the ghost of Hitler. We don't know.
Oh my god. Dude, if you nut inside a ghost, which is invisible, like, will your nut just be like in a sphere, like swishing around in the air? I don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You do.
I'm gonna bring up something that I hate, but it's a thing on the internet. There are people out there who want to fuck Pokemon.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That's not even that's just straight up bestiality. That's not even like on the edge or anything anymore.
And most of them are like small and cute.
Hey.
It's like fucking your teddy bear.
Yeah, that's no good.
Vaporeon, dude. People want to fuck Vaporeon
Oh,
for
dude,
some reason.
Laporia. I don't know if I saw that article, but there was this article that went into great detail why Laporion would be the best one to fuck due to its
I'd say
size
that's
and
a
weight.
copy paste. Yeah, that's a copy paste meme. I've seen that before. It's disgusting.
So disturbing, dude.
God,
It really is.
God, I haven't.
Isn't there a Pokemon that can like turn into other things though?
Yeah, there
we were
are.
talking about that earlier.
See, that's the only Pokemon that's acceptable to fuck.
Yeah, dude. Ditto.
You can make Ditto turn into like anything you want to fuck.
Turn
Hell
into
yeah,
a hot
dude.
chick. Turn into a dragon.
Turn it
Like
into
find
a
a
Ditto.
chick you want to fuck. Just gonna open up Instagram. See this one with the big ass?
Yeah, dude.
Into that.
You'd,
Okay, now
you'd
we're good.
still be fucking an animal though. It's still.
but-
You know,
but it
I
has
think under
sentience.
I think under those particular circumstances, you know.
Hey, it can think and react to what you're saying. It's a fucking, it's an
Right.
more
And if
intelligent
it-
than a fucking
It
animal.
looks like a random bitch off Instagram, and I mean,
It's
it's probably about
as
as intelligent as a random bitch off Instagram. So
That's exactly
that's
where I
true,
was
dude.
going to. Yeah.
it's probably got more sentience than some of these chicks you're fapping to. So might as well fuck it, right?
If,
Come
if
on,
it walks like a duck and talks like a duck.
it's a fucking duck, and you should fuck it. Fuck a duck.
Yeah, fucking duck.
I don't know if he was meant harpies. Not herpes, harpies.
Uh,
I don't want to get
I think
herpes from
it's
harpies.
I'll have to pull it up.
They
Be
have
harpy.
talons, dude. They have fucking talons. I don't
They've
know
got-
about that.
like Hawkman.
Yeah, I don't know. Birds are kind of creepy.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, this one looks
Could
horrific.
do that flying thing that Jay likes.
Yeah, Jay
though.
should be into it. They fly, so they can
Yeah,
like
Jay should
pick
be
you
like-
up and do all that flying shit you
yeah.
apparently like.
Dive bomb me into
yeah.
the ground while I'm
Why do
getting
I love
fucked.
that?
Dive bomb me into the grass.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
fly
could
me
get
too
with that.
close to the sun and then drop me
Yeah, dude.
down.
I
Oh,
want it.
as I come, drop me, throw me down hard.
Oh my God.
yeah.
I can't
don't know
believe you
why.
have that picture of a Twi'lek up on stream. I just saw what you had up on there. What the fuck? That's
I
fucking
found a
crazy.
random.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was earlier.
Jesus Christ. These harpies aren't sexy. These harpies aren't sexy.
I mean, this one.
I'd fuck the one.
Okay,
No,
this
not
one. I don't know. She looks kind of a little crazy with the hair, but body-wise,
looks
she's not too
creepy.
bad.
Nah, I'd fuck.
Yeah,
the
she's a
other one.
thought, dude. She's a fucking thought, dude.
I don't know. That won't look too bad. Okay.
Oh my God.
For I guess they're not really a race, but they could be interesting. Valkyrie.
Oh, like the warrior women with like wings and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like angels, though. Those are basically like angels, kind
Why
of.
aren't
They're pretty
angels-
similar.
no, well,
Am I hearing everything twice?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure.
do you,
I'm not hearing anything duplicate.
Does it sound twice right now?
Okay, it was because I changed the settings on my board, but Chelsea was like playing earlier in the stream, and
Okay.
My bad.
But yeah, dude, angels. There's people want to fuck angels. Dude.
couldn't I turn it off?
Mate.
Yeah, dude. I
Angels.
mean, angels are just kind of like basic bitch shit. I don't
Angels
want
are
to fucking
boring.
know
but-
angels.
It's true. Angels are
Like,
boring,
they're
but
kind.
I mean,
Fucking angel. I don't give a shit.
It exists. People.
I mean, if one came to me, I wouldn't.
Yeah, come. If one
Angel
came
of
to me,
an angel. It gives new meaning to an angel of the Lord came unto me.
Yeah.
I mean,
if an angel came to me, I'd come on it. So I feel like that's a fair exchange.
oh yeah.
All right, thank you.
I'm just picturing that.
Just
Like an Animancer with your bouncy little curls.
Okay.
just
I'm gonna come on this angel. I am an angel of the Lord. Yeah, that's nice. Show me your tits.
Show me your ass, more importantly. Yeah.
Ever.
I mean, if we had the devil, we have to add God, because there are people that do fantasize of getting fucked by God.
I don't want to fuck God. God sucks. Ew. No one wants to fuck that old creep.
Yeah, fuck that faggot.
Dude, who's the real winner if everyone wants to fuck Satan but no one wants to fuck God?
Yeah, dude.
I think we all.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean,
for
hey,
real.
Satan's way more fuckable than God. No one wants to fuck God. God's gross.
God's not sexy.
What his problem is.
That's
No
why
one
God's
wants to
always
fuck
pissed
him.
because he created the whole universe, but still he's an incel.
I don't think anyone wants to fuck God, but I know for sure that some Christians are
Well,
attracted to Jesus.
Dude, why do you think that's why Satan was actually cast out of heaven? Because God saw the future and he knew that in the future everyone would want to fuck Satan and not God. He's like, get the fuck out of here, Satan.
How'd I ever create that big red dick? God damn it.
Yeah, dude,
Me,
why,
damn it. Sorry.
Why did I give him a
Dude,
bigger
God's
dick
the
than
cuck,
me?
dude. God's the cuck, man. Hell yeah.
He is, dude.
Cucked by his own creation. That's
He's
awesome.
always watching.
Yeah.
He is, dude.
Yeah, dude. We're all his
Yeah, that's
heavenly
true.
children. We're all his heavenly children, too.
Hey, God, you like watching
Every time
me
you
have
fuck,
sex?
you're cucking God. That's true. That's a true fact.
Damn,
I bet you
dude.
want to fuck my bitch, but you can't. You just gotta
Take
watch.
that, Christianity. What do you have to say now?
And God is everywhere too, dude.
Christianity defeated. Checkmate, theists.
Yep.
God is everywhere too, dude. So he's got to watch from every angle.
Yeah, that's true. It's every angle at once. And you just, God damn it. I keep saying God damn it. It'd be me, damn it. Me, damn it. One wants to fuck me.
Okay, this is more of a J thing, but Heartless from Kingdom Hearts, because I found.
fuck Heartless.
Dude, I found so much porn with Heartless.
Then why'd you bring it up, Jay?
She got called the fuck out, dude.
No, because she found the porn. I'm a fan of Kingdom Hearts, but I have never been attracted to the Heartless, dude. Not once.
Okay,
What's up with the
Jay.
porn?
Okay, Jay.
She found them. She looked it up online.
I'm the one that finds it. He does not. I'm the one that Googles the porn.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
So Jay wants to fuck the Heartless. This is
Nah,
been
dude.
established.
That's what I got out of this.
Yeah, me too.
I'll fly.
Yeah, while flying.
Yeah,
we can take some from the chat.
I can fly.
Does the chat have any ideas?
Yeah.
Come on, chat, contribute to this. You lazy fucks. What do you guys want to fuck
About
out there?
Pennywise.
Pennywise.
Oh, yeah, Pennywise.
Pennywise, dude.
I want to
So-
fuck
so
Pennywise.
Cole.
Not the new Pennywise. Not that new bullshit. Old school fucking curry.
So, yeah,
Wise.
I think that's.
About them teeth.
Hiya, Chelsea.
Whoa.
Hey.
Don't you want a balloon? The special surprise inside.
Dude, fuck
Big
that
shot.
movie. I couldn't even finish watching that movie.
When you're down here with me, don't come too.
Yes. Exactly what I want.
Terrible.
Sounds like a
Glad how many times this episode has lended me the ability to do a Tim Curry impersonation.
I know. Man, hey,
He's
Tim Curry's
sexy
sexy.
as fuck.
Yeah,
He is, dude.
Tim
Yeah,
Curry's
let's
sexy.
put Tim Curry on this.
Add Tim
list.
Curry to the list.
Yeah,
he's the new top of the list.
creature.
He's
I
the new
wanna-
top of the list.
I want to fuck. Yeah, dude. I want to fuck Tim Curry from Rocky Horror, dude.
Oh fuck yes.
All right.
Oh my gosh, Dr. Frankenfurter.
Yeah, Doctor Frankenfurter. That's who
I wanted to put his Frankenfurter inside of me, dude.
And let's not forget, he also played the devil.
Yeah, dude. He did.
Legend. Who was the hottest devil too?
Dude, that dick I saw the other night was probably attached to that.
Yeah,
devil,
for fuck
'cause
yes.
He was big and red.
Oh my god, Curry's the best. Sucks that he had that stroke and now he's like all crippled or whatever
He's
the
the
fuck.
real sex symbol.
Tim Curry is the sexiest human being that's probably ever existed in human history. Point out.
Damn, dude.
So the chat says imps and Medusa.
How would you fuck
Medusa.
Medusa?
Yeah, you're gonna turn into
Can't
stone.
even look at her.
Then again, your boner will be rock hard.
Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, Medusa can pleasure herself with you, but there's not much pleasure you get out of it.
You just can't. You gotta just keep your eyes closed with Medusa. You know you can't look. You gotta fucking be really cautious.
Or you put a bag on her head.
I mean, getting stoned doesn't sound that bad though.
Dude,
That's true.
Someone said dragon
Well,
women. I guess there's like this increasing phenomenon of like just anime women being like called dragons just because they have like a dragon tail or some wings, you know. Let me show you an example.
That's a half-assed dragon right there. That's a half-assed dragon.
Yeah, I want to fuck a whole like real giant ass dragon. That's a beautiful, sexy lady dragon.
I mean, me too. But
everybody's like,
So, I guess.
Yeah,
that was the moment it went a little too far. Oh shit, you guys are fucking crazy, man.
good thing we aren't on Twitch.
Too far.
The only thing I can think of is Donkey and Dragon from Shrek, honestly.
Oh my god! That's the only example in pop culture I can think of too. Yeah. Oh my
beautiful
god.
dragon, guys. She's a beautiful dragon.
She is.
I'd hit it.
So, do you wanna start wrapping it up?
Yeah, unless anyone else has any good ones, like I can't think of anything else that's like amazing.
Yeah.
Let's fap it up.
Fap
Get
up.
it?
Oh, kill me.
So, yeah, that's mythical creatures, dude. Those are the sexiest mythical creatures. This is.
I think this was totally worth the wait. Like I
Oh, yeah,
laughed a
dude.
lot tonight.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
this
this
was fun.
is hilarious.
Very fun, yeah.
the greatest stream. Yeah, dude. Thanks everyone for fucking hanging out. Thanks everyone for watching. Do you have anything to say in closing, Chess?
No, this was a lot of fun, and look forward to the next whatever thing I end up thinking of off the top of my head.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you, Chelsea, for joining us. Thanks, TJ, as well, for hanging out. Thank you, Animancer.
Rating it.
As usual.
Hey, no problem, man. Drugs. That's
Hell
my
yeah,
parting
dude.
words.
Drugs.
Drugs.
Well, that was a stream. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, share it. Share it all over the place. Like it. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Join the Discord. All that lovely shit. We will see you guys next time. Peace out. Piss off. And have a good night.
Drugs.
And Commander Data is fucking sexy.
Drugs.